excellent contest, but we should note that originally on Team Fleisch, it was going to be Jody Fleisch, Aviv Maayan, and Extreme from Germany. Unfortunately, Extreme missed his flight. James Tighe, a last-minute replacement. Now, this could spell trouble for this team, because frankly, Jody Fleisch and James Tighe hate each other.
Let's sing this. Oh, you made me miss it!
Sorry, trust me, I saved everyone a lot of trouble. And coming out next is the first, the only, and the last XPW European Heavyweight Champion, the Wonder Kid, Jonny Storm.
Absolutely. This is interesting, okay, because anyone knows Jonny Storm and James Tighe have had a lot of problems recently. We didn't realise that these two are going to get the opportunity to sort it out here, and on perhaps the biggest stage of all, here at the Coventry Skydome in front of nearly 2,500 people at the Universal Uproar.
Now maybe we should explain the thing behind this match. Jonny Storm and Jody Fleisch have been lifelong friends, enemies, everything. So tonight they wanted to bring their own teams, they wanted to bring their own partners, and they're going to take their legendary feud, which has been simmering in the United Kingdom, to the next level. And how appropriate is for Jonny Storm to bring this man, the human dynamo that is Spud.
Absolutely, and the man now about to make his way through the curtains is the amazing Red, and his first European wrestling debut, really. His first match over here.
Absolutely.
And what's actually ironic here is Jonny Storm made his debut in NWO TNA in a three-way match for the X Division title against Kid Cash and the man who's now his partner, the Amazing Red.
Yeah, I remember watching that. That was one incredible match, and Jonny Storm nearly caused an amazing upset.
Absolutely. What a way to kick off, okay? Fantastic flyweight action here at Universal Uproar. Again, we're six of the best. Amazing Red, who's the only American in this match. Spud and Jonny Storm against Jody Fleisch, James Tighe, and Aviv Maayan. Once again, Jody Fleisch and Jonny Storm, unless you've been living under a rock for the last, 6-7 years, everyone knows of the story.
Now, a lot of people who've got this DVD and are now watching this match may be new to a lot of the competitors in this contest. So we're going to try and introduce them to you one by one as and when they get into the ring. So the question is...
Six are in the ring now.
Well, no, hang on, give me a break. I want to know who's going to start this match off. It should be very interesting.
Absolutely. Will we get the team captains in there to begin with? Will they designate?
Well, they're smart. I reckon they pull back so they can direct things from the back. So
who do you say is the strongest? Do you see the team captains as the strongest member? Or do you see Red as, he's the unknown here. He's the only guy that's not from the UK.
Team Storm over the top. Team Storm taking the aggressive to Team Fleisch.
What a way to start off with flyweight action. Then three simultaneous dives from Team Storm, completely taking Team Fleisch out of the equation for the time being and taking them by surprise. Now Jonny Storm going straight after James Tighe, absolutely. And we're starting off now. It's Spud and James Tighe, and these two are definitely no strangers to each other. In fact, Spud made his debut for Britain's FWA promotion against James Tighe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the guy in control at the moment, this is James Tighe. Oh, wheelbarrow Spud with the arm drag. James Tighe, probably one of the best heavyweights never to win a championship, and except for the Academy title, except, James Tighe's flying all over the place.
Satellite head scissors there from Spud, a series of arm drags from both men. He tries to sweep the leg. James Tighe's too big. He uses the back sweep there, and James Tighe, James Tighe time get out.
He's very agile.
Oh, absolutely.
James Tighe, like I said, he will want to be a part of this victory to basically get his career to that next level. He is cursed. Every time he is in a major championship match, he seems to choke. Every other match, he does the business. He destroys his opponents. But he's now tagged in this man, Jody Fleisch, former British heavyweight champion, former All England champion. We thought he had to retire due to a career-ending injury, but thankfully he has managed to go for therapy on that injury, and he is back, ladies and gentlemen, and now you will get to see why most of the...
look at this. Spud tags out. It's team captain versus team captain. It's arguably British feud of the last decade in the ring right now, and arguably the best matches we've seen from any two competitors in the last decade in the ring right now, and they lock up. Both men very similar size. Jody's a little bit bigger there.
I was going to say, I mean, who do you think's the quickest? Who do you think's the heaviest?
Oh, interesting here is Jody took over a year out. Jonny didn't.
Well, this is the thing. You've got to believe that Johnny Storm was underneath the shadow of Jody Fleisch, but a combination of Jody's near career-ending injury and Johnny Storm's phenomenal XPW European Championship reign has finally burst him out of that shadow.
Yeah, if anything now, you know, I think people really see Jody in the shadow of Jonny now. Johnny's really coming to a world of his own.
Oh, Jody Fleisch, impressive.
Unbelievable. So, both men, same idea. Springboard, misses a chop, misses the kick, rolls through, standoff.
Well, this is what is amazing about these two. They have a sixth sense. They have a psychic link almost. They know what each one is doing. They are almost like mirror images.
Well, what you've got to understand here is these guys have wrestled, from what I've heard, over 500 times against one another. Okay? Now, obviously, they're so used to each other's moves and what the person's going to do is a counter and a counter for that counter, that they're trying out new things.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Aviv Maayan now back in with the amazing Red.
Absolutely.
And now they're speeding up the process here. Let's see who gets the advantage. You've got to believe it's going to be Red, who is no doubt more experienced, but Aviv Maayan, the Welsh wonder, with an arm drag.
You know, these guys are actually talking, moving faster than you can talk, and I find that quite surprising. We see a leg sweep there, Aviv Maayan.
Pinning combination.
Series of pinning combinations here, not necessarily trying to, you know, fluke.
Oh, double drop kick.
Another standoff. We've seen 3 standoffs so far.
You've got to believe you've got these 6 guys so quick, so agile, but just can't get the advantage. And now it seems like Jody Fleisch and James Tighe decided to take the unfair advantage to get on top of this contest. And now James Tighe, the biggest competitor, is going to take it to the amazing Red. Oh, and he's got him. He's going for something.
There's a lot of power here. He's gone over his shoulder. Jody Fleisch on the top rope. Oh, drop kick. Drop kick.
Triple team, and that must do it, surely.
Double drop kick there into a version of a Northern Lights bomb. And Team Fleisch is now in control. Drop kick there on the amazing Red. He covers the 23-year-old. He kicks out. Amazing Red actually trained by Mikey Whipwreck now. So Red knows what he's doing in there, and he's if he's trained by Mikey Whipwreck, who really made a name for himself in tag team wrestling, and ECW is the tag team partner man we'll see later on tonight, Mick Foley.
Well, Aviv Maayan
is the Spanish announce team, of course, as well.
I was going to say, Aviv Maayan now back in, the young man from Wales, but he's now just tagged in Jody Fleisch. And there we see it. It is methodical what they're doing. They have taken amazing Red and they're going to try and pick him apart. They've cut this ring in half.
Absolutely, put him in the corner. Jody going up to where he's at his most comfortable. Split-legged moonsault there, covers 1, 2. Now these two have actually competed against each other before in the Ring of Honor promotion at Final Battle 2002. Jody Fleisch actually scored the victory in that match. Be interesting to see if Red can try and get redemption.
Look at this tag that is James Tighe holding up the amazing Red. The blood must be rushing to his temples right now.
Absolutely, textbook vertical suplex there. Red feels it. James Tighe gets the cover.
Textbook, what an appropriate term to use. James Tighe, so technically skilled.
Oh, absolutely. He's the first son of the FWA. It's unbelievable the credentials and the abilities this guy has.
Absolutely.
He actually started his career really as not only a technical wrestler but as a high flyer. In fact, I remember used to seeing him do the split-legged moonsault himself, but he's put on some weight now, he's put on some muscle, and he's now just strictly sticking to the technical wrestling that he has become so well known for. In fact, some would say he's the next Doug Williams.
Well, this is the thing, we've always been saying he's the next Doug Williams. Doug Williams being a former FWA heavyweight champion, and unfortunately James Tighe had that opportunity a few years back, failed to capitalise, but maybe he'll get another chance.
Big match on the table.
Took his face off.
It's over.
Oh, and takes out Aviv Maayan as well.
Corkscrew kick there. Ace crusher out of nowhere. Red has got an ability. He should make the tag. He's been in the ring for so long.
Well, evidently, amazing Red, just a hair quicker than anyone on Team Fleisch.
Absolutely, though, he had the opportunity to make a tag. James Dutt tried to regain control. Amazing Red turned it into that variation of the flatliner. He now makes the tag. Johnny Storm is in the ring. Team captain here, along with team captain Jody Fleisch with a double springboard Storming Steiner.
You have to believe that Johnny Storm himself will want to
Wait a minute. Storm's gonna fly. No, Aviv Maayan hooks the leg. Smart move there.
I was gonna say, that was smart for a Welsh rookie, but hot potato!
Hot potato indeed. It was the double springboard.
But did you see Spud smashing his own teeth into the guardrail. Spud looked like he knocked himself out.
I think he had so much force on his way. It was down on Fleisch, and here's Aviv Maayan with that suicide dive. Takes out Spud and Jody Fleisch, and there's James Tighe. Goes over the top. Wait a minute.
Oh, there you go. If Spud was the hot potato, James Tighe is the beefcake.
James Tighe took more out of his own partner there, and I wonder if that'll play into anything. These guys don't get along. But Johnny's left in the ring now, and Johnny's...
You can see it.
It's the corkscrew plancher. Takes out all three men, including his own partners there.
Beautifully executed. It's just an absolute car wreck on the outside. Oh, and here Jody Fleisch has just climbed back into the ring.
Phoenix is gonna fly.
Absolutely dangerous position for anyone on the outside of the ring.
We know what this is. We've seen it so many times. It's the springboard shooting star press. Oh my goodness.
My goodness, he just wiped out everyone on the outside.
This is why they call it high-risk maneuvers. He caught his foot there on the top rope, but still put all his weight into that and came down on top of everyone. Wait a minute, could we see the infrared from the top rope? The 23-year-old sensation. Cold red takes out all five men on the outside.
Good grief! What on earth was that?
I don't know how many rotations we saw in that, but what an amazing move there from the Brooklyn native.
Oh, well, Spud's away. I thought that railing had knocked him out for good, but obviously he has the sense to take it to James Tighe of all people, the biggest man in the contest, and Spud signaling for something off the ropes now. And wait, satellite DDT!
Oh, he spiked him. He spiked him with that move. This is going to be at 1, 2, and there's Jody in to make the save.
Absolutely, Spud there.
Team captain.
The spine of Tighe, and Jody Fleisch was there to make the save.
Team captain there, aware of his great rings presence, actually. He and Johnny Storm actually the most...
well, Spud now
have the most years in experience, most experienced wrestlers in the ring.
Well, Jody Fleisch now measuring him up. Where's he going with this? Hurricane off the top.
Unbelievable.
Have you seen anything like that on national television?
You name me another promotion where you'll see action like this. I guarantee you cannot do that. See a star like Jody Fleisch and Spud go at it the way we are here tonight in this six-man tag.
Oh, it looks like Jody's trying to get the fans behind him. Jody's... I'm not sure. I mean, who's the legal man? It looks like Jody might be saying that.
I don't even think the referee knows who the legal man is.
Oh, wait a minute. Johnny Storm caught him.
That was genius. Genius. He knew exactly what Jody Fleisch's cape was going to do there, and he knew the counter for it, and he pushed Spud out the way to counter it with that powerbomb.
DDT.
Oh, my goodness. He drilled him. This is it.
You're going to make
big upset
yourself. Oh, square in the mush. The amazing red with those feet. And now he's going to take it to the Welsh Wonder. Takes the knee out.
The former X Division champion, Amazing Red here. Bounce out. Oh, my goodness. That was innovative. A Hurricane Rana drove the head. Base. Oh, my goodness.
When you do
it was like a DDT with the legs there.
I was going to say, when you do a Hurricane Rana. Oh, wait. Titanic.
Oh, my goodness.
The formidable Titanic. That's the move that James Tighe used to destroy poor London when he came over to this country.
Absolutely.
But Amazing Red kicked out.
This match has been incredible, Mick Foley. What a great way to start off what will undoubtedly be an awesome show here at the Coventry Skydome for Universal Uproar. Only here in the UK will you see action like this.
Where is Amazing Red?
It's a figure 4 necklock.
He's trying. It looks like he might be going for something. Oh, wait a minute.
4 necklock, but there's Aviv Maayan. He's now putting pressure on the neck and the chin. And Spud's come up from behind, and he sees 2 legs for him. He's now applying a Boston Crab. And wait a minute, there's Jody Fleisch, and he now applying a Dragon Sleeper on there, or a Dragon Clutch. And wait a minute, there's only one guy left, and that's Johnny Storm. And where the hell can he put himself in this entanglement of bodies? And
typical Johnny Storm. He's going to go high risk.
Absolutely, oh my God! He takes out Jody Fleisch in particular, as well as Aviv Maayan and everybody else with that somersault senton, and all 6 men are down. Amazing Red on the outside.
Listen to the fans. They are so appreciative of the effort that they're all putting into it. And I've got to give you credit. At the moment, Aviv Maayan in the corner. He might be getting chopped by Johnny Storm right now, but he's made a good name for himself right here, hanging in with the big guns.
Reversal into the corner now, monkey flip. No, countered. Johnny Storm, this is where he's got the experience. Johnny Storm now.
Oh, he's going for the trademark. Double springboard Hurricanrana. No, wait, dragon arm drag with the moonsault.
Dragon arm drag on the Welsh Dragon. Oh, the Red Star press. That's it. 1, 2. And there's James Tighe there to make the save. Oh my, I never thought I'd see the day where James Tighe makes the save and Aviv Maayan, considering the battles these two have had in the past.
Well, it's just that James Tighe seems to hate everybody. He's just so embittered.
Absolutely, and what a stage to make a name for himself on. We saw at the last time we were here in Coventry at the Super Show, he was involved in the pro wrestling match.
Richard driver.
Storm drills him with that move. Wait a minute. Double springboard. Moonsault here. Oh, good. Unbelievable. I was surprised Aviv Maayan was able to roll out of the way on that.
James Tighe's going to pick at the cords.
Unbelievable. Oh, he missed the splash. Unusual territory for Tighe.
Spud.
Unusual territory for him, but misses the frog splash. Wait a minute, this is Jody Fleisch can capitalize.
Jody smells the blood.
It's the shooting star. You can feel it. He hits this.
This is true. High-risk maneuver. The last time Jody Fleisch hit that several years ago, he dislocated his elbow. Thankfully, he doesn't look that hurt right there.
Crashed and burned.
Nice answer, right, people.
And Johnny Storm.
This at home.
Oh, 1. And these two. This is where the problems lie. Wonder what that's it. 2. That's his foot.
I was going to say.
Gets the victory. Team Storm wins here over Team Fleisch. Johnny Storm, Spud, and the Amazing Red. And we've got to admit, what a great European debut for the Amazing Red here in Coventry. And what a win for Johnny Storm. Will this play into, I mean, is this satisfaction for Johnny Storm getting the win over here on James Tighe? What a place to do that.
James Tighe, Johnny Storm, incredibly bitter rivals. And I was going to say, if the Wonder World driver didn't do it, nothing was going to put away James Tighe. But he hit it. And ladies and gentlemen, Team Storm has taken it.
Absolutely, but you've got to give all to all 6 men in this match. Not just the winners, Johnny Storm, Amazing Red and Spud, but also Johnny Fleisch, Aviv Maayan, and also James Tighe.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen a nice friendly competition here. Handshakes going around the plenty. Even Johnny Storm and Jody Fleisch are congratulating each other on their respective wins and losses. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Universal Uproar, and we're only just beginning.
Absolutely. What a great match to start off Universal Uproar.
I've got to say, anyone in the back, doesn't matter if your name's Shannon Moore, doesn't mean, if anything, if it's Alex Shane, but ladies and gentlemen, you've got to believe that everyone in the back has got to top that, and they're getting worried. I just think the standard has just been raised for tonight.
Well, from high-flying flyweight action, up next, it's the Celebrity Wrestling Challenge match. It's D'Lo Brown and Joey Legend.
Hey, now that should be very interesting. These two men obviously have a feud from when they were both on ITV, and so it's all coming to a head tonight at Universal Uproar. I mean, look, the guys in the ring at the moment, you know what, they should feel absolutely no shame.
Absolutely.
Because what an amazing show of athleticism.
And what a great show of respect here from the fans and the Coventry Skydome, the near 2,500 people that are in attendance now, all showing their respect for all 6 men.
And when James Tighe, one of the most bitter men in British wrestling, just attacked his own team captain.
Absolutely, I know that these two are scheduled to face one another on upcoming FWA show.
I think an argument happened in the middle of that ring. I don't know what. Well, James Tighe upset.
James Tighe's nobody's friends, as you pointed out earlier. He just attacked the team captain, Jody Fleisch, and you got to think that it's emotion spilling from their FWA rivalry into the Universal Uproar show here.
I have to say, it's unfortunate that this match just ended that way, but don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot more coming up.
Absolutely. Joey Legend, D'Lo Brown, it's up next.
also took up a bit of work as Alex Shane's personal guard. And recently, personal issues between the two men is now leading Joe to try and win the British heavyweight title off Alex Shane. But tonight is not about any British heavyweight champion. Tonight is about pride, as he'll be taking on another man who is in celebrity wrestling. The one, the only, D'Lo Brown.
Absolutely, this is going to be a very interesting match here. Would you class it as like a clash of styles here? I mean, Joey Ledger, how would you describe Joey Ledger? I mean, it's just brute force and power, because he's also able to mix it with some interesting moves, such as the hospital jump finisher of his and the stone cutter.
I was going to say, what I love most about Joe Ledger is when he just jumps with all his weight on someone's head. I know it's not very technical, I know it's not very finesse, but for some reason, it makes me giddy. And as does D'Lo Brown.
Absolutely, here comes D'Lo Brown to the ring. The accomplishments this man has had in the world of professional wrestling, everyone knows about the various titles he's held in the States, including the Intercontinental and European title. He's also been a regular for All Japan Pro Wrestling over the last couple of years. He made a name again for having the quality matches that we all know he can have in NWA TNA and over here in the UK for FWA.
But I mean, D'Lo Brown, I have to admit, I am one of the biggest D'Lo Brown fans that could ever breathe on the planet Earth. So I am desperately behind D'Lo Brown 100%. I mean, after all, former European champion, former Intercontinental champion, this man is the daddy.
Absolutely, D'Lo Brown has an impressive resume, as does Joey Ledger, especially recently. He's coming into this match with 4 successive victories over the FWA British Heavyweight Champion, the show stealer Alex Shane.
Well, absolutely, D'Lo Brown. D'Lo Brown, though, I mean, come on, what a man. Not only all those championships, but he spits in the face of copyright. It's brilliant. Now, ladies and
Very well
gentlemen,
pointed out there, Runde.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this should be a great match. I mean, both men quite powerful, but also very technically sound as well.
What are the crowd chanting? I think they're chanting for Joey Legend now.
I'm not sure, I mean, their accent is so slurred.
And this is going to be interesting. There's not a, it's not like there's a lot of hatred between these two. There's professional respect. They get along because they worked on the celebrity wrestling programs. We all know this is the celebrity wrestling challenge match between both men who were team captains of their respective celebrities. Do you know which side Kate Warner is on?
No, I really didn't watch it. Anyway,
I just wondered if there was some sort of romance.
And there's the reversal. This is the technical finesse we were talking.
Yeah, you wouldn't normally see someone the size of Joey Ledger. I mean, he's 6'6", so he's 287 pounds, and his technical ability is amazing.
How big is he?
6'6".
Now, how heavy?
287 pounds.
My goodness, he likes his burgers.
Look at the size, look at the shape he's in. There's no burgers in that man's diet. D'Lo takes the head now. He's thrown off. That's the power of Joey Legend coming into play. The momentum, however, of D'Lo Brown knocked him down. D'Lo using his quickness now. Both men duck the clothesline. Both men catch a boot. That's interesting.
Okay, this is like a war.
What do they do?
22 type thing going on here.
Yeah.
A bit of stalemate.
Okay, well,
I think they're gonna.
They're both agreeing to put the other ones.
Hook him in the eye.
That was very
clean.
But the thing is, these two guys know each other very, very well indeed. This is not the first time the two men have competed against each other. Earlier in the year, they both competed on the FWA Celebrity Carnage Tour. They have, of course, as we mentioned earlier, grew to know each other very well on the Celebrity Wrestling TV program. So they know each other very, very well. No doubt have studied tapes of one another. Both men have a lot of experience in the Japanese wrestling scene as well. Joey Legend's actually a Pacific wrestling champion.
But more importantly, both men no doubt have shared a nice cold beer in the bar after they pummeled each other. And, well, look on the face of D'Lo.
Yeah, now they're speaking of pummeling each other. Here comes the wrestling's broken down, and now it's
trading forearms.
Yeah, trading very vicious forearms too. It's the Japanese strong style almost that's coming to display, and there's just a vicious total
That was
disrespect.
just rude from D'Lo Brown.
Oh, right hand there, right hand retaliation. The wrestling's broke down. It's now a slugfest. They can't out-wrestle each other and prove who's the better. They're going to try and out-punch one another.
This is getting quite ugly. They both punched each other at the exact same time.
D'Lo Brown, 6'2", 260 pounds.
Right, well, they tried to technical wrestle,
Yeah,
they got an advantage.
yeah.
They tried to brawl it or strong side, so to speak.
That didn't happen. No.
Maybe they could outpose each other.
Yeah, that'd be good. I think Joey Legend's got that one.
Well, I don't know. D'Lo Brown's got some cool poses.
Joey Legend's got a better physique, though. If we were going to go to the old classic pose down, then I've got a feeling Joey Legend will win.
Joey Legend now has D'Lo Brown in the corner, and he's not going to let him out there.
There's a right hand there in the corner, backs him up and up.
I'm surprised the referee's allowing this.
D'Lo Brown, who is actually the smaller of the two, he's definitely more agile.
Absolutely, we've seen D'Lo Brown do moonsaults, front splashes, and everything.
Absolutely.
Leg lariats such as that.
Yeah, D'Lo Brown, who's we've seen a pose there. Do you think he wins?
Well, considering that Joe Legend is on the ground near unconscious, then yes, he does win.
You see the Japanese photographers and cameramen around at ringside this show, attracting interest from television stations and wrestling magazines from all over the world here. Fans have travelled.
Oh, another pose from D'Lo.
Yeah, they're really liking this, aren't you?
Man, I don't know. I'm just a huge D'Lo Brown fan.
You're a huge D'Lo Brown posing fan.
Well, there's nothing wrong with watching D'Lo Brown pose.
Absolutely not. He's got very tight shorts on as well. Did you notice that?
No, actually, I hadn't. Anyway,
and there's a series of kicks to the right? Shades of Toshiaki Kawada there, who's no doubt he learned that during his trips to All Japan Professional Wrestling. Series of right hands, and Legend's just challenging him on, but falls back into the corner. Vicious boot straight to the face.
A very mafia-like kick right there. D'Lo Brown showing those Japanese influences just coming through, and Joe Legend still kicking out.
Interesting cover there. He actually laid upon his thigh and knee across the leg of Joey Legend there, really trying to keep him down. Didn't hook the weight. This will be a great deal of strength. We can do this. Those suplexed old rolls. Wait a minute. It's a series of suplexes here.
I was going to say, and there's one more coming. And here we go, holds him up, drops him down.
Gets a 2 count there.
Well, obviously, the fans disappointed that wasn't a free count, with D'Lo Brown insisting that it was a 2.
D'Lo pulling Joe up by the hair there. Winds back and hits another right hand.
The referee finally admonishing D'Lo Brown for using those punches. I was scared that the referee was getting starstruck, not wanting to admonish these men, but looks like the referee showing a bit more spine. D'Lo.
This is what Joey Legend does. Oh, this is a bit of disrespecting in your face to Joey Legend. Boog in the eye. Oh, got it, and he kicked his teeth out.
Well, if Joe Legend was looking for an opening, he just made that opening with that thrust kick.
He covers.
He kicks out.
2 count there.
Well, Joe Legend now, he's going to pick up D'Lo Brown. He got the kick. He wants to keep that momentum. Whoa!
Powerbomb here. He's signaling for it.
Well, it could be a powerbomb, it could be a power drive. I'm not sure, but I don't think D'Lo wants to find out.
Oh, very high back body drop there.
Beautifully executed, got some great elevation on that maneuver. And D'Lo Brown now measuring up.
Just ran right through him now. Clubbing blow to the side of the head.
Well, D'Lo wants to know what his name is.
Well, D'Lo very happy with the response from the crowd there.
Well, they were just merely reading his shirt, no doubt.
D'Lo showed a lot of confidence and attitude. Now he's just raking the eyes now. I've seen a little bit more attitude and lack of respect for the rules here.
Well, it's the old school D'Lo Brown. He's getting very confident.
Oh, we know what this is the setup for. It's to scoop slam.
Where's he going?
Oh, it's the shimmy and the shiver, and there's the elbow.
Well, absolutely square in the nose there, but Joe Legend just powered out with that kick out.
That's just lack of respect being shown there for Joey Legend.
Well, D'Lo Brown obviously imitating Joe Legend throughout this entire contest. He's getting into his head. He's getting into his mindset. He's trying to set him off balance.
Both men been in this business for 11 years, so neither really have an experience advantage over one another. Here's a scoop slam. D'Lo's going to the top rope. Maybe he's feeling froggy. No, it's a springboard. It's K-Brother moonsault there and gets a 2 count. What athleticism.
Well, absolutely.
260-pounder.
Flip from the apron to the second rope, all the way over. Hits a pin picture-perfect moonsault, and D'Lo Brown, if he wasn't in control, most certainly is now, and just pulls him again, square in the temple. Why, oh why, the ref isn't stopping this is beyond me.
Yeah, he's definitely staying out. Well, look at the size of the ref, look at the size of D'Lo and Legend.
I reckon the ref could take him.
If you'd ever refereed, I'm pretty sure you would have put yourself in a position to be in the middle of there. And there's a variation of the Death Valley driver there. Joey Legend may have bought himself enough time now to...
Well, it looks like Joey Legend's going up top now.
Yeah, this might be a big mistake. I mean, he's a big guy, and really, this is not where he should be. And
now that was dirty.
Well, the referee was not in a position to see and slams him off the top just when you thought Joey Legend might have an opportunity here to have a second wind and make somewhat of a comeback here and put the match into his side. He makes a mistake, goes to the top rope, and D'Lo shows no respect for the rules whatsoever.
D'Lo, you silly sod. D'Lo was distracted by the fans.
Wait a minute, it's in far too much time. Joey Legend hit a superplex, and D'Lo Brown hit a Shining Wizard, and then there was a drop kick from Joey Legend. These guys are really going at it. What a great match here. I really didn't expect you to see the action as good as what we got in this match. I really enjoyed this match, Nick London.
Joey Legend was feeling the fighting spirit deep within. Despite the fact that there was no one home, he kept getting up, kept smacking D'Lo Brown down, and now he is feeling the price. Both men desperate to get to their feet.
He put the Brown down, and there's a clothesline from the left-hand side there. Southpaw taking D'Lo off his game plan.
Whips him into the corner.
Whips him into the right. Back shot. And Legend, maybe he's making a bit of a mistake here. He's posing to the crowd, and D'Lo made this mistake earlier.
Well, Joe Legend now definitely feeling that the momentum has swung his way.
He's calling for the crowd. A series of shots to D'Lo's head in the corner. 7, 8, 9. And that's a variation there. He chokes. Well, variation of the choke slam into it. That was interesting. Another variation of a side suplex there. He picked him up German-like and then turned on the side. Actually, almost like a reverse sky high.
Joey Legend now
signaling for something. Maybe he's going to try and hit that hospital job. Right, Irish whips him into the corner. Power of Legend on display. Telegraphs the back shot. D'Lo catches him in the boot. Tries for a clothesline. That was interesting. Urinati spine buster there. D'Lo's laid out right in the middle of the ring, and Legend's now. Oh my God, elbow!
He just dropped it square into his nose, but D'Lo Brown somehow kicking out. Joe thought that was a free. Referee obviously thinks otherwise. You can say a lot about the referees, but at least they can count to 3.
Suplex attempt here. D'Lo's putting all his weight down to counter it. And D'Lo does counter it indeed. And I thought he was going to try and hit those series of suplexes again.
Well, D'Lo Brown now struggling to get to his feet.
Now maybe D'Lo's feeling froggy.
Yeah, it looks like he might be going to the top right.
This is going to be
the frog splash.
Since Art Bar, is there been another guy to do a frog splash? His picture perfect as D'Lo. Legend tried for that superplex again. D'Lo pushed him off. Frog splash. It's the lowdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the best frog splashes in the industry
was just counted with knees.
Into by the knees of Legend.
The knees counted. He set him up for the hospital job. Took too much time there, sorry. A series of elbows counters at both.
This is it. D'Lo does not want to go for that hospital job. But wait, he's going for it. He hits it.
Absolutely. The hospital job. This is it. 1, 2, 3. Nobody kicks out of that move. It's beaten Alex Shane. It's beaten the best in the business, and it's now just beaten D'Lo Brown. Joey Legend continues his amazing winning streak here in Europe and here in the wrestling business.
Well, Joey Legend needed that momentum because he will at a later date no doubt be going contesting for a British Heavyweight Championship. And when you've got a victory over D'Lo Brown, you've got to be feeling confident about yourself.
He tried it from the left, it was counted. He tried it from the right, it was counted. D'Lo went for the clothesline there. He swung it round. He used D'Lo's own momentum to shift him into the hospital job.
Awesome match.
Really did enjoy that match. Great match from both these fantastic competitors. is physically worn down. D'Lo can see a look of disappointment in his eyes. This venue doesn't really hold a lot of luck for him. Both men took themselves to the limit.
Well, I'm here with the always lovable Colt Cabana, and tonight, thanks mate, anyway,
yeah, baby.
Tonight you're going into what is being called the World of Sport Next Generation match. You're taking on Nigel McGuinness, a British wrestler in a British rules match. Now, I don't want to ruin this bond between us, but
sure.
But I just got to ask,
is there really a bond?
Well, temporarily for the consideration for the camera, okay?
Between you and yourself, I'm sure, mate. What's your question?
Colt, I just want to know, you're an American going into a British match.
American-made, that's right.
I was going to say, do you actually stand a chance?
Right. I am American-made, born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. But let me tell you something. Nigel McGuinness is born and raised in London, England. But was he raised as a wrestler in London, England? No. Nigel McGuinness, for those of you who don't know, moved over to the United States of America to train to become a pro wrestler, as did I. So the advantage is clean slate. Yes, we both love British wrestling. Yes, we both really appreciate World of Sport and everything that it stands for. So that right there is going to give us a clean slate. I'm not saying that I have an advantage or he has an advantage. This is a one-on-one, great competitor versus great competitor. It's gonna be one heck of a match. All I'm guaranteeing is I'm gonna wrestle fair, he's gonna wrestle fair. It's gonna be a gentleman's match, a handshake in the beginning, a handshake at the end, and I'm gonna go out there and look forward to see who the very best man is.
Well, there you go, a very confident Colt Cabana. Thanks very much, sir.
Yeah, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is the Next Generation World of Sport contest. Brought to you by FWA Manchester and FrontierGyms.com. Introducing first,
Nigel McGuinness now, about to make his way to the ring, and what is going to be the Next Generation World of Sport match. Okay, we saw the last Super Show, Steve Gray and Mel Sanders, they did about the legendary World of Sport wrestlers there. This time, it's Nigel McGuinness and Colt Cabana, the Next Generation of the world of sport style of wrestling, the old school British style of wrestling. And right now, it kind of symbolises that, is the fact that Nigel McGuinness is the Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Champion.
I'll tell you what you want about McGuinness. He has one of the sexiest belts in the United States today.
Absolutely. He won that title in Buffalo, New York on August 27 when he defeated Samoa Joe. And he's held on to that title ever since then. And some people thought that might have been a fluke victory for him, but he proved otherwise when recently, actually, I believe it was October 25th, once again in Buffalo, New York, Nigel McGuinness for the second time defeated Samoa Joe.
And here he is, Colt Cabana. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, why is an American getting involved in the next generation of World of Sport match? Well, you see, Colt Cabana is a huge fan of many styles, including the British style. I think after wrestling men such as Doug Williams, he fell in love with the style. Now, unfortunately, earlier in the evening, I spoke to Colt Cabana, and I upset him. I quite frankly apologized because I implied that because Colt Cabana is in English, he didn't stand a chance against Nigel McGuinness. Cabana was not happy and instead brought up a very good point. Nigel McGuinness has spent most of his time in the United States. So in many ways, you could say that as a professional wrestler, Cabana has actually spent more time in this country than McGuinness.
Absolutely. He went over to the States in 1998, did Nigel McGuinness, and learned how to wrestle there. It was his love and his knowledge, and obviously growing up watching the world of sport, a style of matches that helped him learn and adapt his style to that. Nigel McGuinness, his favourite British wrestler growing up was Johnny Saint. You'll see elements, absolutely, you'll see a lot of Johnny Saint influence. So I still say that there's a lot of Nigel McGuinness has got it on his side here. He grew up watching this. Colt Cabana's only come across these British wrestling tapes in the last few years. Colt Cabana, interestingly enough, his favourite British wrestler, Vic Faulkner.
Absolutely. I see you've done your homework.
The following contest is a next generation World of Sport match. This bout is a non-title contest. Will be fought over 6 5-minute rounds. 1 pinfall, 1 submission, or a knockout will decide the winner. Introducing first, to my right, from London, England, weighing 16 stone 10, he is the Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Champion. In it to win it, Nigel McGuinness.
Great reaction there.
And his opponent, representing the Steel Domain Leisure Center in Chicago, Illinois, tonight weighing in at 16.5 stone, classic Colt Cabana.
Another thing I'd like to mention here is the fact that Nigel McGuinness has actually been coming over back to the UK, wrestling for All-Star Wrestling, alongside some of the legends such as Robbie Brookside, who of course we know is a part of the World of Sport Wrestling days, and he's been coming over here and doing those tours, which are rather lengthy tours since 2001. Colt Cabana made his first tour over to the UK, I believe, in 2003. So again, there's a couple more years' experience for Nigel McGuinness here.
Well, Cabana's here to have some fun. Nigel McGuinness seemingly going along with it.
Crowd behind both Nigel and Colt, and this is yeah, absolutely, both men shaking hands, and Colt's doing his thing.
Well, let's hope this stays a nice, friendly contest. The first round has now begun, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely, great old school British wrestling goes in. Nigel McGuinness takes the arm.
Nice tight wrist lock. Cabana there looking for the reversal. And he escapes.
Colt Cabana now back off. Looks like they're both going into another tie-up. He takes the arm back again into the wrist lock.
Well, Cabana now got the control. Let's see what McGuinness can do here.
Oh, rolls through. Snap. Oh, there's the nice snapmare there.
Well, Cabana, very athletic man, straight onto his feet.
Straight back onto his feet, not staying down. This match is really going to produce the sporting element of professional wrestling. Really bring that sporting element to the forefront.
Nice waist lock there.
Swings around. Yeah, another snap there.
And straight onto his feet. McGuinness just as agile as Cabana. There's the waist lock taken right there. Cabana went for the headlock, missed it twice now. But he's trying to get...
very good. That was very Johnny Saint-like. He gave him the... He looked like he was going to give him the leg. It really was just a measure of false sense of security. And Cabana made the most... Nigel McGuinness made the most of it. And Cabana then kicks the hand away and back up.
Now, obviously, you have to wonder that both men are coming into this contest with a very different game plan than usual. When you're looking at multiple rounds of 5 minutes apiece, obviously, you want to pace it out. You're there for the long run.
He comes in, he shoots a Irish and a half Nelson there. Irish whip reversed. Puts his foot, rolls through, ducks the clothesline. Oh, wait a minute. This is, we've seen him do this before. He's actually well known for doing this. He's just...
And Cabana knows he's well known for it. He doesn't want to dive in and get a foot in the face.
These two have seen each other. This is the artful dodger maneuver, I believe.
Oh, it's taken.
Oh.
And wait, back into that corner.
Back into that artful dodger move. Okay, so...
Sorry to correct you, that isn't actually the artful dodger.
No.
Afraid not, I'll point it out to you later.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. And now,
Thank you for correcting me.
That's quite all right. I mean, it's a very intriguing maneuver. That's very old school British.
I'll be over there now.
Cabana's going to wait for him. Oh, and wait till he got down. The waist lock switch, the roll up, but Cabana managing to crawl out of there.
Yeah, that was great. And now this time he goes behind him, rolled up. They both fall into the ropes there, and both men are standing up. Interesting styles here. It's both men have obviously watched their classic British wrestling.
There we go, knuckle lock there, double knuckle lock. And now Nigel McGuinness with the overhead wrist lock, trying to force Cabana down to the mat.
He does indeed do so now. He just takes the wrist, and Colt now kips up.
It's amazing how a guy this big is that agile, and yet here it is right in front of us.
Rolls through, splits the legs apart, forces him down. And now Colt's on top. Very, very good. And now he has the wrist lock there.
Now I can see why Cabana petitioned to be a part of this contest. He is showing that British skill that he is such a fan of. And look at that, putting all the pressure on that shoulder.
Absolutely stretching the shoulder, stretching the arm. You see the positioning there. McGuinness now trying to get back up, trying to get himself into position where he's on top. No, Cabana keeps it.
But this is what the basis of the British style is. You pick a hold, you work on it. And this is why, this is why the British wrestlers are so technically refined. Because obviously when you work on that one body part, then your opponent will have that weakness throughout all the rounds.
The British wrestlers are respected worldwide for their technical ability and for the heritage of the World of Sport days. And nice reversal there. Wherever you go in the world, if you're British and you learn to wrestle the British style, you are well respected. And, well, it goes underneath there and takes it. It's a very... He took the mind of Nigel McGuinness off it and then ended up with a wrist lock. There's a wrist lock counter, and both men are standing up.
Many people would say that the British style is somewhat of a lost art, but thankfully men like Nigel McGuinness and Colt Cabana are here, representing for us in the Coventry Skydome tonight.
Absolutely. Doug Williams,
Chancery right there.
Doug Williams, of course, adds an element of that to it as well. He is actually a former Ring of Honor Pure Champion. In fact, he was the first ever Ring of Honor Pure Champion. There's a side cravat there. He's keeping hold of it. And
Cabana right out of it. This is why it's so important for a wrestler to not only become big and strong, but also agile. He's got to be able to maneuver, and out of that, he was just able to spin out of the maneuver. Oh, and he takes the leg.
Yeah, nice drop toe hold down. Look, the good thing here is another legendary thing about old school British wrestling is the way that sequence moves together. It wouldn't just be one big move and then back off. Okay, the move that they're doing now would literally be a position to move themselves into another move. And hit another wrestling hold on them, and that's exactly what you saw then. It was a case of a drop toe hold, a bow and arrow lock. When that wasn't working, he was able to switch round. He was able to put in a variation of the Indian death lock on there, holding back on the legs.
As you may have noticed, ladies and gentlemen, we've now ended the first round. In this case, I'd imagine that Nigel McGuinness got the upper hand there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that was lucky for Cole. He was in that variation of that Indian death lock, and the bell rang there. It ended the first round. Both men have their seconds. They're having some water, drying themselves off. And the second round should begin any second now.
Absolutely. Well,
Here we go.
by the way, just say, if we get through all the rounds and we do not have a decisive winner, it will then go on to a judgment call, but hopefully it will not get to that.
Nice side headlock there. Notice how he's gripping his own wrist and forearm now to keep control.
And he brings him slowly down to the mat.
Yeah, he's trying to really get that side, and Nigel McGuinness uses that. He went a lot. Colt went a lot lower down, and Nigel was able to force his way out of it, flip over, and
very British reversal to the headlock.
yeah, this is.
And now Cabana finding the leverage. Very nicely done.
Very good.
Very slippery. And that's why the fans love Colt Cabana here in the Coventry Skydome.
We've seen some great wrestling here so far, and they tie up again, and there's Colt takes the head. I think both men are around the same weight. Nigel obviously has a height advantage at 6'5". He misses the European uppercut. Colt trips them down. Ducks and leapfrogs those under. Nice arm drag there.
Tight arm drag there from Cabana off the ropes again. The momentum is picking up. Attempted hip toss, blocked twice, and now another arm drag, and Cabana has that arm.
Yeah, he rolled underneath it, and he's kept hold of the arm this time. He's now got him in an armbar. Look at the position of the knee. Again, is keeping him down.
Now you got to wonder: is Cabana trying to go for the outright win in this round, or maybe he's trying to maintain the advantage long enough so that he is viewed as the winner of the round if a judgment call should come to pass at the end of all the rounds?
I think Colt feels like he's got a lot to call. I mean, you mentioned in your interview earlier, you said, at the end of the day, he's an American. Nigel McGuinness is a British wrestler. Obviously, the favour of the British star is going to go to the British wrestler.
So you think, but when you look at that technique,
he never let go of the arm. He tried to hit the Irish whip on there. Colt kept holding the arm, goes under, and we're back into this armbar. Great wrestling here from Colt Cabana. Nigel McGuinness trying to find a way out of it. He goes over.
McGuinness now trying to do something here.
Trying to go over in the head scissors. But there's the strength of Colt Cabana. He was able to throw him off and keep holding the arm.
He was trying to get him down with that head scissors, but Colt Cabana able to use his strength, his strong structure. He was able to flip him neatly off and hold on to that arm, maintaining the advantage.
Yeah, he's held on to the arm for the majority of this round so far, actually.
Absolutely, he has kept the control. Absolutely.
This round is his. And now he swings underneath it. Both men going underneath and countering one another's
Cabana now
blocks, and
that was beautiful.
Yeah, very good. And once again, you notice that during that whole thing, during that whole change of moves there, the Colt Cabana still had control of the arm. We mean necessarily had control, but he had hold of the arm.
He kept spinning around.
Yeah,
got McGuinness dizzy, and then hit the arm drag to hold on to the hold.
Well, I pointed out he was in the position where he was going to let go of it. And now still in control.
You have to believe that Cabana wants the control going into the third round.
We're about 3 minutes into this, and he's had the
third or fourth minute.
Yeah,
if McGuinness doesn't buck his idea up, he will be losing this round, so to speak. Cabana still in control, still in control.
He wasn't able to get enough strength behind him to Irish whip him, and keeps holding it. Wait a minute, he uses the referee's advantage, and now he's got the top wrist lock, and now he's holding it.
I'm surprised that the referee isn't issuing a public warning for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And now there's a arm ringer there. It sends Colt Cabana over the top. Here comes an Irish whip into the corner. No, again, keeps holding the arm. Now Nigel McGuinness is working on the body part, and again it's that arm.
You have to realise that McGuinness is frustrated. He's going into a British-style match against an American. The American was proving his worth for himself.
Test. No.
It's Cabana who's trying to go for the awful dodge. McGuinness with the reversal, the backslide, nicely executed. Looks like some pinfall attempts are going on here, but Cabana not taking part of this whole.
Nigel rolls off, Cabana backs up. No.
Cabana's inviting him back up now.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what the world of sport, it's in the title, sport. And that's what this match is all about.
Absolutely. He didn't kick him in the ribs. He didn't try to give him a knee drop or a leg drop or a power bomb. He backed off. And there's that spirit of competition as we approach the end of the second round. I have to believe there's got to be seconds left in it.
Goes under, there's the full Nelson.
Nicely executed right there. Cabana fighting to get out, but McGuinness has a tight hold.
He's not going to go. There's a Colt blocks it now. Interesting butt bump. And surfboard-like maneuver.
Second round.
And there's the end of the second round.
And Cabana has ended this with a nice exclamation mark. He was in control for the most of the contest.
And let's see, and there he let goes.
Yep, breaking off nicely.
Here we go, get up.
Wait a minute. He's standing on his arm while trying to hold it. Come on, that's not...
Oh, McGuinness is exaggerating. Cabana's just having a bit of fun.
Standing on his arm, I don't know about that. I know Colt's only playing around, but I mean, I can understand if Nigel would to perhaps get a little annoyed at that.
Both men enter this with wonderful demeanours, but if you look at the face of Nigel McGuinness, he's getting increasingly frustrated.
Okay, I mean, let's go back to the rounds. Okay, first round, personally, I'd award the first round to Nigel McGuinness. How about yourself?
Absolutely. Nigel McGuinness had control of that first round, focusing on the legs of Cabana, and it's in the second round, in my opinion, that Cabana kept control of that arm throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
He won that second round.
Out of the 5 minutes, he must have had hold of that arm for a good 3 or 4 minutes now. He really did a good job of keeping control of Nigel McGuinness and maintaining his position in that match.
Well,
so now it's
going well so far.
So I'd say it's 1 round apiece here.
Providing if it goes to a referee's decision at the end of the round.
Well, if anything, it's just, just to see, the way that's going. We saw Nigel McGuinness, he took control in the first round. Colt Cabana was able to bounce back just as he bounced off those ropes there, and there was a shoulder block. And
seems like they're going for a different psychology here in the third round.
They're both trying it. They're both,
No, Cabana, that's
not the reaction that the fans were going for. And now both men circling one another.
He's going for another handshake.
He's Colt Cabana making reference to the woos that we're getting from the crowd. Nigel, on the other hand, not so playful.
Well, let's see this match so far. They're desperately seeming to speed up the momentum. That's the second time in this round that they've gone to the ropes.
Yeah, earlier it was Colt Cabana. He hit the ropes, shoulder block Nigel.
I'll tell you what, I will give you the shot.
Well, he's inviting him to run the ropes.
Why don't you see if you can knock me down?
Well, Nigel's asking the fans, what do they think of it? Fans seem to be all for it. This is all about competition after all. He gets a run up. Oh, he knew what he was going to do.
That's one of the dirtiest tricks in the old school British book right there.
He takes over it. Shoulder blocks him off the set. Keeps Colt going.
But Cabana now with the switch, and Nigel McGuinness fights out with the roll, but
nice.
no, the reversal. Pinfall's going here, all over the place.
Wait a minute. Oh, nice variation into the sunset flip.
Oh, he bridges out of it, and that's an uncomfortable position.
Well, look at the look on Colt Cabana's face there.
Well, what's Cabana going to do here? He's trying to take the arm, but Nigel
look at that great neck strength there.
Absolutely, you can see his neck so
he's done everything he can to not put his shoulders down. And
no, Cabana. Now, this would be a public warning.
Yeah, that's not a... you can see what he's aiming for
He's giving him an ultimatum.
I don't know. Did he... That's got to be...
It looked like he playfully jabbed him actually in the abdomen, but I think referee Steve Linsky...
the bottom of the palm.
Hang on.
The referee has issued the first public warning.
Yeah, there's a public warning to Colt Cabana.
And Nigel McGuinness there feeling he's not happy about what happened there.
I think if he'd have caught him with any more force, it might have resulted in immediate disqualification.
Oh, this is looking like it's getting ugly.
Yeah, Nigel's starting to lose his temper, and all the shenanigans of Colt Cabana's come. Oh my goodness!
Oh, he headbutted it.
Oh my goodness, that was a football headbutt. Nigel McGuinness is showing how British he is with that headbutt. Yeah, you see that in soccer riots, as the Americans would call it. We just call it Saturday afternoons. And there's a series of you can't get much more British than. Oh my goodness!
A running European uppercut.
You see the way he pushed
one corner to the other.
You see the way he pushed himself off that turnbuckle to get that extra momentum.
Absolutely. And now Nigel McGuinness has stepped up his game. I mean, he was upset with Cabana's attitude in this match.
He's put him in that tree of woe, like, and that's... Well, this isn't very sportsmanlike at all. He's in the ropes. He should be... Number one, he shouldn't have put him in the ropes. Number two, he should be allowing him to get back out of the ropes.
Well, it looks like McGuinness now. McGuinness now, obviously, not happy. And McGuinness now has decided to take this to a whole new level. He's getting just very aggressive.
Now. Yeah, you see, he's lost his temper, and now he's just pushing him in. There's that headbutt to the abdomen there.
Using the ropes there as a weapon.
Irish whip into the corner. Leapfrog over the top. Cross body. 1, 2. Over the top. Colt hits the ropes again. There's another cross body. 2. The first time he got a 1 count. Second time he got a 2 count. Let's see if he can do it again.
Oh, moonsault! He has a pinfall. That might be it. 2. No, kick out.
That's where you bring in the next generation aspect of this World of Sport match. You wouldn't have necessarily seen that 20 years ago, but now here we are in 2005, the 21st century.
Hammerlock DDT.
Oh, that was... wow.
That was very impressive.
Very impressive.
Now, if Cabana wasn't working with one arm, he certainly is now.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like, oh, wait. Oh, hang on, Cabana able to escape there. A boot to the face, and McGuinness to the second right. Leapfrogs over Cabana.
Oh, back it.
Oh! Did you hear that?
Follows him straight into the corner. Didn't give him an opportunity to get his foot down. Colt.
Cabana with a very clean shot to the face. 1, 2, 3, and Cabana takes it in the third round.
Oh, fantastic victory there for Colt Cabana. That was a sweet-looking top rope DDT there. That will knock anyone out.
Top rope drop kick.
Even I don't know what I was talking about. I suppose it's because he caught him so hard in the head. I was thinking of that.
I was going to say, I've not seen a top rope drop kick that clean. And
that was
McGuinness is out.
That was beautiful.
And how embarrassing is it for Nigel McGuinness as the Ring of Honor Pure Champion to lose this British rules match to Colt Cabana.
Absolutely, but what a great match though, Nick. I thoroughly enjoyed that match, and testament to both guys for having such a great sporting, up until the last round there, sporting match.
In the end, McGuinness was the one who made the mistake. McGuinness was the one who decided to take it to a new aggressive level, decided to speed it up, and it cost him, because Cabana hit the drop kick.
Well, it was Colt maybe lured him into that, especially with that little playful slap to the
so in other words,
lower.
You're saying Cabana was playful throughout the whole thing, except for the last 5 seconds, and McGuinness didn't see it coming.
I just think it was great wrestling on both men's behalf. Colt's perhaps mental attitude towards it was a little bit different, and Nigel lost his temper, and that ended up coming back to haunt him. Cabana kept it.
I mean, Cabana did a fantastic British tactic. He worked on a single body part, and when he needed to get back the advantage, he went back to that body part until he was able to land the knockout and the pinfall.
Absolutely. That was such a sweet-looking drop.
It was, wasn't it?
Nigel was going to leave without shaking his hands, no doubt, as you were saying, feeling embarrassed. Now both men are
as a representative as Ring of Honor, he should, and there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the World of Sport Next Generation. Colt Cabana and Nigel McGuinness, wonderful contest.
And at this time, it is my pleasure to welcome from www.onewrestling.com, pro wrestling journalist extraordinaire. Give it up, please, for Bill Uproar. It is such a pleasure to be welcomed back by everyone. How many of you were at our Fan Fest today? Didn't we have a fantastic time? And the night is getting better. I have several announcements to make. Number one, I am here for several reasons today. The main one right now is that tonight, as the manager of Mick Foley's team, I am prepared to kick Greg Lambert's ass. Number two, I would like to thank the FWA and the Wrestling Channel for having me here to make the inductions for the Wrestling Channel and World of Sports Hall of Fame inductions. The very first award that we would like to present is for a man who is undefeated on television. He's one of the great legends, and he was known to all of you as the man you love to hate. Unfortunately, he cannot be with us tonight, but we would still like to show you the award for the great Mick McGuinness. Would you mind showing that around, please? Every side, please. Thank you so much. Let's hear it for our friend Dan here. All right. Also, earlier this week, we had an induction ceremony where Wayne Bridges and Steve Gray were also both inducted. So let's have a round for them. For our next induction in the Hall of Fame, I would like right now to bring out the manager of this legend, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lloyd Ryan.
Night tonight, isn't it, Marcus? All these people. It's not a thing you would expect. It's not a thing you'd expect in America. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Fantastic. Thank you. You know, we talk about legends quite easily in this world of ours today, but this man I'm going to introduce tonight really is a living legend. When you think at the age of 17, he was a British judo champion. When you think 1967, 68, he unmasked the legendary Count Martelli, who had been a wrestler with a mask on, the same as Kendo, for 30 years. After that, he beat every single opponent. Not one of them ever beat him. Went on for 20, 30 years. Also, the music you heard there was Kendo's theme, and that was the first time anybody ever had, especially in the wrestling business, a tune, a piece of music dedicated to it. You realise that? Now it happens in the WWE all the time, but it didn't in those days. That was the first time ever. Also, to add to this man's achievements, which I think you'll agree are fantastic, to his achievements, a documentary, The Masters of Canvas, and a portrait was painted of him by the legendary artist Sir Peter Blake. Ladies and gentlemen, and also he is still involved in the wrestling business because he is guiding what we hope is going to be one of the world's great tag teams next year. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be able to announce this man's name because I've been associated with him as a manager for the last 15 years. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the legendary Kendo Nagasaki. Kobashi? Absolutely. Would you mind? Thank you. We would like to all congratulate. Would you all mind standing up for this presentation, please? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We all want to thank you for everything that you have done in your career to help make British wrestling the great sport it is. Would you like to say something? Bill, you should go there. He doesn't speak. He's never spoken for 40 years, and he's not here tonight. But thank you anyway for your kind words. Perhaps you present that to the legend himself. Thank you, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Come down in a second. Thank you. Thank you very much. Kenta Kobashi inducted into the World of Sport and Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. Thank you, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a Ring of Honor guest match. Brought to you by Jumper Promotions, Blackpool. Set for 1 fall. Introducing first.
Interesting about this match, Nick London, is the fact that two men we're about to see in this ring are in fact family. They are both cousins. And the man in the ring right now, Homicide, he actually trained the man who was going up against in a few short moments here, his younger cousin, Loki.
Well, interestingly enough, they're also part of the same team over at the Ring of Honor promotion, the Rottweilers. So it should be interesting. I mean, they both have very similar philosophies when it comes to wrestling. Both men very aggressive, both fans of the strong style of wrestling. So they're going to come in here, they're going to hit fast, they're going to hit hard.
Absolutely. I was interested well again as this could be a point for Homicide to prove some superiority here, is that Loki, despite being the student, has definitely eclipsed the career of Homicide. His career definitely has taken off and been a lot more successful.
Well, of course,
than that of his older cousin.
First ever Ring of Honor champion.
Absolutely, he was the first ever Ring of Honor champion. He was the 2001 ECWA Super 8. He's a former TNA X Division champion, 01 junior champion. Upcoming in the next couple of months, he actually does have a Pro Wrestling Noah junior heavyweight title shot, which is where he is now based. This guy has really done a lot in the wrestling business, whereas Homicide, who really his Japanese career has only just really started taking off. He's now wrestling for 01. He did do a couple of stints for Big Japan Pro Wrestling for a while, but his career has nowhere near had any of the the level of success of his younger cousin, 25-year-old Loki.
I was going to say, it's interesting. I mean, the Homicide right there, I mean, you can see the symbol on his shorts. It's very reminiscent of the Punisher symbol, and how appropriate for this match, because it will be full of punishment.
What a movie. We see anything like that in this. This is going to be awesome.
What a movie. That was rubbish. What a comic book.
That was a great comic book as well, but the crowd seems to be split. A lot of the fans seem to be behind Homicide here. It's interesting enough that both men actually worked over here in the UK last night. Low-key was successful in a tag team match, actually. It also saw the Amazing Red in the match.
I was going to say, it's interesting. They're both measuring each other up right now. Oh, Homicide being worked up by the audience. A lot of believe doesn't appreciate the fact that Loki is the fan favourite in this contest, no doubt.
Well, the fans over here have seen Loki a lot more than they've seen Homicide. Homicide's actually only been over to the UK one time before. Loki, on the other hand, he came over originally in July 2002. He's been over several times after as well for the effort.
Oh, he's going to break his arm! He's going to break his arm! The referee has got to get in there.
Whoa. Oh, look at that.
Oh, he is one mean gun.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing in the ring.
I'll say though, look at Loki's physique. He's not big, he's not muscularly huge. He is martially arts trained. His muscles are so tight.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like elevator cables.
It brings back like he reminds me very much a lot of Bruce Lee as far as his physique goes.
Strangely apt. I mean, absolutely. I couldn't disagree with you more. Both men, I mean, they've obviously picked strength over mass, and look how quick and nimble they are with their mat skills.
Yeah,
I think Homicide was a thug, but look at him. He is incredibly good.
Well, the Homicide trained Loki, and look, so it's obvious that Homicide is good, and it'll be interesting to see if the student can take the teacher to school here.
Loki was stomping away at those thighs there, and oh, those legs are lethal weapons no matter the position.
Innovative counter there. I gotta admit, this is one of the matches of the night that I was really looking forward to the most. I've seen these two compete before. They were a little bit hesitant. It wasn't in front of such a large crowd as what we have here tonight. I was actually speaking to both men earlier this evening, albeit very briefly, because they're both so intense. They were really looking out to get a huge victory here and propel their names even further.
Well, absolutely. I mean, this is one of the biggest shows in the United Kingdom of all time. Now, if you win here, no doubt, you're going to be invited back again.
You've got to understand that the level of the crowd that we have here is very similar to the level of crowds that you often see in Japan at the moment. With bigger than the 0-1 crowds, it's around the same kind of level as the Pro Wrestling Noah kind of crowds. In fact, this is actually bigger than a lot of their shows. It's certainly a hell of a lot bigger than the independent promotions that you see over in the States.
His neck.
This is a huge
can't
show.
collapse the bridge. He's using all his weight, and he just can't get him to do it. Oh, right in the fire.
Innovative there. He can't get him down, so he can't get him down with the weight, so he's using the kicks. This guy can kick you from anywhere. And,
that was nice.
Very
that was
tiny.
nice, Homicide. And Loki just flipped out.
Yeah, see how he springs himself back onto his feet. This guy's so dangerous.
Seriously, this guy could do a flip opening a packet of peanuts.
And it would still be dangerous. It would be the most dangerous packet of peanuts you've ever seen in your life.
Now that's just being silly. The lockup again, and Loki brings Homicide to the corner. The referee was asking for a break. Homicide with the switch.
Yeah, he switches there. He had his hands over the nose and the eyes there of Loki. A clean break here. I've got a feeling we're going to see a lot of these, and Loki is not the type of person you want to...
He invited him to chop him.
Yeah.
He invited him.
Homicide should be grateful. He's wearing that Notorious 187 shirt. But listen to the sounds over it still. I mean, imagine what it would be like if he didn't have his shirt on. Jeez.
These men aren't fighting to and fro. These men are actually inviting the other man to see who can hit harder, and Homicide has had enough.
Yeah, I think...
that was machismo.
I think we can all agree that Loki seemed to win that one, which is impressive considering, as I pointed out earlier, Homicide's actually wearing a shirt. So he was chopping through the shirt, through his chest, and perhaps into several fans in the few front rows there. Shoulder block there.
Homicide looks like one that takes it up a more serious level here for Dutt. Loki saw the attack. Loki Loki just knocked him out with that kick.
Well, who knows these two better than one another? As pointed out, they are tag team partners. They are family. They are teacher and student. These two guys know each other very well. A lot of people know that Homicide like to do that somersault plancher through the middle and top rope, but it's the Muta-like elbow drop there.
Very quick, very snap-like motion.
Yeah, he drives
velocity.
Yeah, drives that velocity and drives that extra momentum. He gets into the heart and into the chest, and
He's got a head scissors right there, cutting off all the blood to the head.
What's good is he likes to use as much of his body part as possible there. Not only is he great finding the leg there, he was also pulling on his foot as well to get as much momentum as possible. Low key, he's always thinking of ways he can hurt you, and then thinking of ways he can turn up the pain even more so. And we see that's one of those trademark chops of Loki.
Well, I mean, Loki's just so dangerous because he's not just taking in pro wrestling knowledge, he's taking in all those various martial arts he's learned. Hence with that lock he had around his neck, he knew exactly how to add even more leverage to the
Loki has been in complete control of this match. And Loki now saying, oh, there's another knife-edge chop in. And Homicide fires back. I think he realizes he has to.
You know, I was wondering that since they're family, whether they're going to hold back at all. But it's evident to see that, frankly, they're going to hit even harder.
When you're in front of nearly 2,500 people on such an important show, wouldn't you want to make a name for yourself even bigger than normal? Well, this is a very important match, and oh my goodness. Also for Loki, he has Kenta Kobashi and various other Pro Wrestling Noah agents, including the manager of Pro Wrestling Noah. He is in attendance here tonight. He wants to make sure that he sees that these are the kind of matches that he's having. These are the kind of...
It's interesting.
The word escapes me at the moment. But
it's interesting. A lot of wrestlers do say if there's one thing that'll immortalise you, it's the Japanese photography. Japanese photos seem to capture the essence and the soul of its competitors. So no doubt an image of Loki standing over the beaten body of Homicide will say more than words ever could. Oh, and that suplex will do good too. Yeah,
nice. Overhead belly-to-belly suplex here. Well, it's like we were saying earlier, it's for the Japanese press, for the Japanese management, for the Japanese wrestlers here. It's more of a statement as well. It's a huge statement beating a guy like Homicide. It's more of a statement when he's the guy that trained you.
Absolutely.
You know, when he's your teacher.
Focusing on the back of the neck there of Mr. Key, and looks like Homicide, he's setting him up for something. Oh, working on the neck area, no doubt.
Referee now admonishing Homicide here. Homicide's not one for showing much respect, as we just saw there, in pushing referee.
Now, see, that used to be cool in the 90s, but now it's just kind of meh. Everyone seems to do it.
I think we've been misjudging this match. I think we've talked about so much about Loki that we forgot really to put over just how dangerous Homicide is, and Homicide's really going to make us do that now, because you saw that interesting knee drop there to the back of the cranium.
Maybe this is the experience of Homicide. He's focused. I mean, maybe Loki isn't quite as focused as Homicide. Look at that technical ability. Now that's a pretzel-like hold.
Yeah, he's got a hammerlock. He's got like a head scissors wrenching down on the head and neck, stretching
the shoulder.
Yeah, he's got the knee wrapped up as well. Wow. Oh, Loki's now trying to push him into a position where he can get a cover. Homicide reversed it though, got into a crucifix.
And Loki is feeling the pain from the referee. Well, it looks like now, neck breaker. It is obvious, the neck has been painted red and Homicide is a bull.
So Willie has a neck breaker, rude awakening style. It's a 2 count, didn't hook the leg. Homicide doesn't really have a reason to have a go at the referee here. It's just a continual lack of disrespect. It's the kind of thing that we're used to from Homicide.
Like I say, he is from a team called the Rottweilers. And what do you expect from a Rottweiler? Tea and crumpets? No, you expect lots of foam and bite marks. The whip from Loki. Oh, Homicide.
Strong start axe. Oh my goodness.
Oh, now that was not beautiful.
No, that was just plain vicious. That was reminiscent of something that a Rottweiler would do. He just took his face off.
Have you ever seen a Rottweiler run off the ropes and smash its knee into another puppy's face?
No, but I've seen Rottweilers take people's faces.
All right, okay, let's get your point. I see where you're coming from now, Dan.
Yeah. I've seen him being vicious. Homicide is definitely being that.
Absolutely, he now picks up Loki.
Look at the way he uses the ring.
He's using like a weapon.
Absolutely, he's making it mean the most to him. Which is, you know, Homicide, which anybody that's followed this man's careers know that this guy likes to use a lot of weapons in his matches. You don't get a name like Homicide by being perhaps, you know, the most technically proficient wrestler. Although, as good as he is,
well, I think it's cute, you know, it's cute because this is supposed to be a Ring of Honor guest match, yet use of the ropes, honourable? No, it is just brutal, and it just goes to reflect the nature of Homicide and how he has adapted within the Ring of Honor promotion.
He was going for the ace crusher there. Homicide likes to use that move a lot. Right, shoulder block, outside, tries for the sunset flip. Low-key. Oh, goodness!
Double star in the abdominal area.
What a way to get out of that.
Homicide's glad. I bet Homicide's glad he didn't eat within an hour of this match because that would have been
yeah, it would have been seeing it again. That was a great one. Loki's trying to shake off and he's still feeling the effects of that leg drop, the ropes and the knee drop.
All the work on the neck. He's trying to shake it off.
Absolutely, Loki now. Both men now trying to get back up. Loki's giving himself enough time where he can gain a second win, and there he does, and that's gonna stop you for a bit. It's gonna make your breathing very difficult for you.
You know what? I've seen these two men pulverise British competitors such as Jazz Xavier and James Tighe, and it's nice to see them pulverise one another. What an awesome display of how physical wrestling can get.
Homicide tried to cut Loki off. He took too much time hitting the ropes, and Loki just exploded with a forearm. There's that double Mongolian chop there. Another one to the neck there and the shoulder blades.
When you're in that Loki,
muscles of.
When you're in that Loki, this is not child's play. Double underhook suplex with the bridge. Absolutely beautifully done right there. The butterfly suplex, he held on for the pin. 1, 2, no kick out. Loki was denied.
Loki's still trying to shake off the effects of all the work that was done on him earlier.
Well, this is why it's so technically important to focus on a single body part.
Now going for a side suplex, but no, look at that. He left his neck open there. Homicide was able to make him pay. Here's the ropes and then an elbow to the stomach. Maybe this time he can get it. Oh, innovative move. I've never seen that before.
Almost like, a sort of like, I don't know, a stalling face planter.
Yeah, it was a side suplex into like a flapjack type maneuver there. Very innovative from Loki.
I mean, for a minute there, I thought I saw Homicide nose on the other side of his head, but thankfully it was just a bit of fluff. Oh, he's picking up perhaps for the key crusher.
He's trying to Homicide's trying to bring all his weight. There you go. He's using the ring.
He does not want to go for that ride.
No, now this time he uses the ring to his own advantage. He suplexes the 180-pound Loki to the outside. There's oh my goodness, there's a mafia kick. Sends him headfirst into the guardrail. Oh no, maybe this is what we saw him trying to go for earlier. It's the somersault. Somersault plancher through the ropes.
Oh my lord, I've not seen it done quite like that. The velocity, the speed, the impact, and he almost landed on his feet.
You see people trying to do that move over the top rope to give themselves their space. But there was so much speed and velocity, as you pointed out, and he was able to flip while going through the ropes. That is unbelievable. Both these men have come to Coventry to give us everything here at the Universal Uproar show, as they realise just how important a victory here is.
Absolutely, a share of the winner's purse. Very nice. Another chop there. Homicide keeping the pressure on Loki with the whip. He goes down, back body drop.
Irishman, the table has turned once again, and now Homicide, the teacher, is back in control. However, he was able to throw all his weight behind that reversal. Took too long now to get in.
Tornado DDT, excellent.
Sloan from the inside that time. 1, 2, wasn't able to hook a leg, and Loki gets the shoulder. Again working on the neck.
Yeah, focused on the neck again. Homicide is sadistic. Do you think this is what they're going to be like during Christmas?
With an exploder like T-bone suplex now.
With a bridge.
Yeah. No weight across the body on that, though. Loki was able to get his foot onto the ropes. Now he's dragging him into the ring. And throughout this match, Homicide's had great ring presence. Shut up! That's what he did, and he made a mistake, and now some frustration. Coming up display. That took far too long.
Homicide was too concerned with peeing off the referee.
Yeah, with it. Oh, Shining Wizard. He does. Oh my goodness, he brought it from the other side.
He caught him on the rebound. I've seen Loki do that before, and it's so sly. And oh, I'm surprised he didn't get the
I've
victory.
never been able to see though another athlete quite like Loki, who the Japanese media paint as the new Dynamite Kid, be able to hit a reverse Shining Wizard. I mean, that is incredible. And there's a title crush there, missed.
And now,
Well,
he's
Colt
Colt Killer, but he slips out the back.
Oh, forearm shot there, just gives him enough time to recover.
Loki
Hopefully.
is desperate.
There's
He
a
does
kick.
not want to go for
Oh, he
that
sends him
Colt
onto the second rope now. What's Loki setting up here for?
Whoa. I do not like the look of this. Oh,
Goodness!
holy Super Mario Brothers, that was grim.
That was just pure vicious. That was... These guys don't come out necessarily to do the most technically flash fancy moves. They probably leave that to the guys like we saw in the opening match. It works for them. These guys just come to kick the living hell out of each other.
Loki
And
now.
their family. If this is what they do to family, what the hell do they do to people they don't like?
I was going to say, I mean, like I said earlier, imagine them at Christmas. How do you think they're going to serve each other turkey? Anyway, Loki off the ropes. Oh, looks like, wait, caught him, ace crusher.
Nice crusher there. He hit it with so much force. Loki bounced straight back up. Oh my goodness, lariat nearly took his head off.
His head is on the other side of Coventry. 3, no, kick out. And Homicide cannot believe it.
And the ace crusher there, it's not just like a face plant. The forearm goes round the neck. There is a lot of pressure on the neck. It's like a reverse neck breaker, if you will.
Hey, look
He
at
then follows it
Homicide.
up with the lariat, which is as much swing as he could in the arm. It folded Loki up over his neck.
Look at Homicide. He actually has no idea what to do now.
Oh, I think he does. I think he's calling for something, but I think he's taken far too much time.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, Loki looking dazed and confused. Loki just about waking up, I would think. But what is he going for?
Colt
Killer
That's the
again.
only thing. It's what he's been building to this entire match. If
Keith's finding out
if
of it.
there's a move that works on the neck and will end it, it's the Colt Killer.
Oh, Keith fought out of
On
it.
a point to the elbow, to the top of the head. Dragon clutch.
He's got the dragon clutch.
Homicide's in the ropes once again. Great ring presence. This is where the experience factor, in fact, again, Homicide as the teacher will come into play because his whereabouts in the ring and ring presence is absolutely astounding. Very, very good. Wait a minute.
King Crusher! King Crusher! King Crusher!
That's it. One great victory for Homicide. For Loki, and
Hey,
Homicide kicked out.
you have got to be kidding me. No way did he kick out of that move.
Oh my
Goodness.
I was gonna. Wow.
That's amazing. He just hit the Key Crusher. But Homicide, he looks dead though. I mean, Homicide looks dead. Surely he is purely going on guts and adrenaline right now.
Nick London, what can you do when your own fit up after the
Hit him with a
guys-
car?
No, I think that's
Hit him with a car.
Hit him with a car, Loki. It's I think all you can do.
Well, he's going to go to the top
He's
right.
going for that Phoenix splash and Homicide pushes the referee into the ropes and
now hang on a second. He looks like he's going for an ace crush off the top.
this is it. I've seen him do this.
Fight out.
I've seen him do this move many times to score many a victory.
Oh wait, no, Key's got him. Key's got him. Maybe he's looking for the top rope Key Crusher.
It looks like that's what he's setting up for here.
Well, Homicide does
If he does that, no, Homicide's trying to get something from here as well.
Oh, he's got him. Key Crusher, surely. Maybe Homicide might be able to power him over. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Homicide, he's fighting out.
Wait a minute, what is this? Butterfly
Wait,
no.
Power bomb or something?
Wait a minute, no, well, you can't do any of that.
I don't know.
Both men fall
slip.
down.
What? Who's going to do this?
And now it's a series of Mongolian chuckle. Oh my goodness, now he's hanging up. And,
I don't like the look of this.
There's not a lot I can do.
Loki, if I know Loki, he is sick! Oh, the fans heard that!
He's dead!
He's dead! 2, 3! Call the morgue! Homicide has died live in Coventry!
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Well, Loki's getting one less present for Christmas.
Yeah, that's... Oh my... I have never seen anything like that. Ever.
I thought he's going for a Key Crusher off the top. Can't be anything worse than that, surely. But bang! He just proved me wrong, Dan.
Have you ever seen anything as vicious as like that doesn't involve a weapon?
I've seen many things that came close, but nothing quite that vicious. I thought Carl was going to finish it off. That was awesome.
It was like an in-ring version of a curb job. Oh my goodness. I've never seen anything like that. Never.
I mean, seriously, I think Homicide will need some sort of medical
Look at his face. You can see his face starting to swell up already. There was a knot on his face there starting to swell up already.
I mean, I know Homicide's breathing, but you got to remember it's like a chicken. If you remove the head of a chicken, it'll run around for a good 5 minutes. Homicide, I've got to believe, if he hasn't died, then he saw a great white light at the end of a tunnel.
That's going to be a horrible plane journey for him back to Brooklyn.
Ooh, imagine the hangover tomorrow morning.
Not only is he going back after losing this match, it was a great performance from him, a great effort. But not only is he going back to the States after losing this match, he's going back with a crushed face.
And his pride absolutely in shatters.
I mean, how would you feel if the person you taught then became, in essence, better than you?
Well, I'd probably feel like somebody just jumped off the top rope and stomped on my chest.
I'd feel like being the person that would rather jump off the top rope and stomp on their face, which is what he called it. It was I think it was like 1 foot to the chest, 1 foot to the face. That was just plain vicious.
Well, anyway, Loki was that desperate for the victory. I mean, absolutely Loki tonight, victorious here in the Coventry Skydome.
Impressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm certainly excited. You join me right here with former WCW and WWE Shannon Moore. Now, Shannon Moore, it must be a great experience being here in the United Kingdom. You've been all over in America, you've been for some of the big feds, but now you're here at Universal Uproar, and tonight you're going to be taking on Sonjay Dutt. What are your thoughts on tonight and as well as on your opponent?
Well, first of all, being in England, it's a totally different atmosphere. I mean, in America, it's a difference in fans. I mean, whenever you come to England, these fans, they're just all about wrestling. They want to see good wrestling entertainment. Tonight, I'm wrestling Sonjay Dutt, the player from the Himalaya. Sonjay Dutt, he's an awesome athlete. He's a great wrestler, and I can't wait to go out there and be in the ring with him. It's the first time ever since my release from WWE. I couldn't wait because there's so many guys out there I haven't had a chance to compete against yet. I mean, you got, Sonjay Dutt, you got AJ Styles, you got Christopher Daniels, you got so many good cruiserweights that I haven't had a chance to work with, and Sonjay Dutt's definitely one of them. So tonight, we're just going to go out there and we're going to have a hell of a match and just give the people what they want to see, and that's wrestling, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shannon Moore, thank you very much, sir, and good luck for your match tonight.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Hollywood, India, the original player from the Himalayas,
Sonjay Dutt making his way to the ring here at Universal Uproar. And what a match this should be. It's Sonjay Dutt and Shannon Moore.
What's interesting, I mean, this individual right here is a mainstay in the TNA X division. He's a very fast, high-flying, super-octane competitor, and he's often in the ring trying to stay at the level of men such as AJ Styles, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, but tonight he's going against Shannon Moore, and it should be a fascinating contest because we found out earlier on today that Shannon Moore will be making an appearance soon for TNA, and this should be a great match to showcase his abilities.
Both men are actually going straight back to the airport after the show tonight. Sonjay actually has to wrestle for TNA on their pay-per-view tomorrow night. And Shannon Moore actually wrestles on their TNA television tapings on Monday night. They're naturally going to have some great matches over there, but we are getting it first. And Shannon Moore makes his way to the ring now. And this should be a great match. Great match here. Two cruiserweights or flyweights, or whatever terminology you want to use. The Prince of Punk and the original player from the Himalaya.
I mean, Shannon Moore's gone through a massive metamorphosis as of late. I mean, he was originally, first he started off as a boy band member in Free Count in WCW. Then in WWE, he found some degree of fame as Matt Hardy's follower. But now he is the Prince of Punk, and he is here to make a name for himself. Now, I spoke to Shannon Moore earlier in the day, and he is excited, he is jacked that he is here in the United Kingdom. Because usually when he's here, he's not doing that much, but today he's got the spotlight on him, and he wants to steal it.
Well, he told me, actually, like he told you, that he loves the UK fans. He loves the fact that they appreciate wrestling, and that's why he's here, and that's why he's so excited to be in with a guy like the 23-year-old Sonjay Dutt for what should be a fantastic flyweight wrestling match here.
Got to say the experience has got to go to Shannon Moore just purely because he's been in WCW, he's been in WWE, he's been in the ring with a lot of guys. I mean, even though he had his butt handed to him occasionally by individuals such as Brock Lesnar, for example, it's from those failings that you learn how to become even better. And something tells me that Shannon Moore's days are going to keep getting better.
Oh, absolutely. Shannon Moore made his debut back in 1995, wrestling for the Omega wrestling promotion. And Sonjay Dutt made his debut in late 2000, really making 2001 his first year in professional wrestling. So you're looking at a 10-year to 4-year difference in experience there. So definitely everything going Shannon's way. Sonjay's recently been competing over in Japan as well for, I believe it's for All Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, he's going for the mohawk.
Oh, you've got to have hair like that. You've got to understand people are going to make the most of it. Shannon Moore recently has made his way back onto the independent wrestling scene, looking to make a name for himself and prove that he is capable of wrestling. Have the matches that we know and he know that he can have, and the match that unfortunately he has not been allowed to have recently.
Look at Shannon Moore. He is seriously put together. He really is looking the business right now. Bit of a warming up process going on here.
Absolutely, the original player from the Himalaya there.
He seems to be taking a little bit of flack from the audience. I mean, obviously the fans excited to see Shannon Moore. I think it's safe to say that fans are behind Shannon Moore tonight.
I still hear some cheers for Sonjay Dutt as well. But I think this is the first time the fans in the UK get to see Shannon Moore like this. Sonjay Dutt's been over here before. We saw him in the FWA, wrestling Johnny Storm. Fantastic match those two had. Last night, both these men actually competed in a 4-way match down in Wales for UCW. Really, I think it's a case of the fans are really looking forward to see Shannon Moore. And there's Sonjay Dutt making the most of the mohawk there, the Prince of Punks.
Shannon Moore was desperate to speed up the momentum, but Sonjay Dutt's just holding onto that headlock. But Shannon Moore finally, oh no, Dutt held on.
Yeah, you see that?
Why would you want to hold on to that headlock? Seriously, you'll cut your hand.
No, I'm surprised he's able to hold on. The amount of gel that's no doubt in it. And there's a nice side headlock takedown there. Shannon Moore trying not to roll his shoulder onto the mat. Tries to roll Shannon Moore. This is the experience factor comes into play. Shannon, obviously, a lot bigger than Sonjay Dutt.
Do you honestly think it's telling? Seriously, to get hair like that, it's got to be at least, wood glue or something.
Wood glue, okay.
Well, excuse me, do you know any punks?
No.
Of course they use glue. How else do you get it up like that? You do not know Shannon Moore. Anyway, few nips there. Nice arm. Oh, that's the arm drag. That was neat. Dutt was a hair quicker there. That youthful exuberance pained out, but there's a backslide kick out. Moore now takes the leg and goes for a leg hold, but Dutt kicks him off. A reverse monkey flip of sorts, very nicely done, sweeps the leg, pinfall attempt, the kick out, Dutt up, sweeps the leg, pinfall attempt, Moore kicks out, nips up, and that was graceful.
Do you want to take a breath now? So I'm pretty sure you could do one just like these two guys could do with a breath as well after the speed of the action just then.
I can't help it, I was blessed with huge lungs.
Both men now And they kind of tested the waters now. They know what each other's capable of. This is their first singles match against one another. As mentioned earlier, they did compete last night in a 4-way. Now it's their singles match. Should be great. And Sonjay
just trying to get a bit of air there.
Yeah, and Shannon's in the corner. He's ready for some action.
Well, obviously both men in absolute phenomenal condition. Oh, what? Looks like Dutt's trying to be a bit of a pain in the butt right here.
Yeah, maybe some mind games going on from Sonjay Dutt here. And Shannon wants to get this going and wants to wrestle here. And Sonjay seems to be more preoccupied with the crowd and posing. And you like poses anyway, you were mentioning that earlier.
Nothing wrong with poses. Anyway, well, Sonjay Dutt now going to the outside of the ring. I mean, maybe he's trying to shift the momentum, the psychological momentum in his favour.
Absolutely. Well, I mean...
Is he leaving?
It was Sonjay Dutt. I mean, it's Shannon Moore.
I thought Dutt was leaving.
I mean, let's go...
Back in that ring is if you want to chant my damn name, Sonjay, Sonjay, Sonjay.
Well, some of the crowd actually are chanting Sonjay.
Well, he's milking this crowd for all it's
He's
worth.
playing mind games really here as well. He's taken Shannon Moore off his game. Shannon Moore seemed to have a bit of leverage there. He was ready to keep going, and Sonjay obviously wasn't.
Dutt is in a foul mood.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing Sonjay Dutt in this kind of mood before.
Maybe he's upset. I mean, I suppose in many ways, I mean, it's Shannon Moore's big first UK appearance. Maybe he feels like the spotlight is too much on Shannon Moore. That maybe he feels like he's supposedly designed to be fodder for Moore tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Sonjay Dutt's had a lot of success for considering the amount of years he's been in the business.
Oh, now Shannon Moore's to the outside.
Yeah, he allows Sonjay Dutt on the inside, and Shannon Moore decides he's going to take it.
He is mocking Dutt.
Now Shannon making his way. And again, I mean, there's
The only way I'm going to get in that ring is if you chant my damn name.
Shannon Moore is having none of Sonjay Dutt's horseplay.
No, he's, again, this is a 10-year veteran compared to a guy who's 4 years in the business. And Shannon seems to know what he's doing, but there's Sonjay again. He's hiding in the ropes there. He's going to go to Shannon Moore when he's ready. Well, now he's saying a test of strength. But considering
Look at Shannon Moore's physique. Would you honestly go test the strength
no,
against that
exactly,
guy?
which makes me think he must have, considering his antics so far, he must have a backup plan. Because either that or he's incredibly brave.
Okay, well, there's the lock-up. There's the knuckle-up right there.
Maybe there was a genie involved, and one of his 3 wishes was that he was stronger than Shannon Moore. I'm guessing not, because he's losing.
Well, here we go now. Moore just forcing Dutt down. He's trying to get... No, Dutt's fighting back up again. Great show of strength right there, but no, Moore with a trip-up.
Yeah, absolutely. Used a leverage, back heel trip there.
Dutt does not want to be pinned, obviously, and Moore is like, oh wait, he flips him up. Dutt now into the wheelbarrow. Oh, and an arm drag.
Yeah, takes the much bigger Shannon Moore off the ropes. Flying head scissors counted there.
That looked potentially risky right there. Whoa. Dutt now flips Moore off his feet.
Very interesting there. Shannon Moore countered the first head scissors far too strong. He threw him down, but Sonjay Dutt just threw his legs back up into the air and hit that head scissors, the whirlybird head scissors. There's a springboard drop kick. Keep Shannon Moore on the outside. This is what Sonjay needs to do. He needs to use the fact that he's...
Hurricanrana on the outside.
Such velocity, it flips Shannon Moore straight back up. It's making the fact that he's a lot quicker.
You know, as odd as it may sound, I do not believe Shannon Moore is this used to fighting an opponent lighter than him. Since leaving the proverbial land of the giants, Shannon Moore himself has put on considerable weight in the gym, and now it is Sonjay Dutt who is the flying airplane of this match.
Absolutely, he dives straight over the top of the barrier there. Again, he's wearing out Sonjay Dutt. Sorry, he's wearing out Shannon Moore. Shannon obviously cannot go at the same way that the much lighter Sonjay Dutt can. And it seems almost as well if those mind games earlier seem to work a bit because Sonjay Dutt's now in control.
Well, Dutt is definitely in control right now. He took the chance. He went for that hurricane around the outside, and it's definitely paying dividends. If that was an investment, he's raking in the cash. Because now Shannon Moore is feeling dizzy and confused.
Sonjay Dutt, very accomplished for just the 4 years. It's actually, I mentioned there about him working.
That was pretty.
It was actually, I mentioned him.
But not
oh my
effective.
goodness. Right on the top of his head there.
Absolutely hip tossed into the corner.
That's the most vicious hip toss I think I've ever seen.
Shannon Moore has gotten aggressive. He has gone a lot more aggressive.
Well, he's the Prince of Punk now. He's no longer somebody's follower. He is now the Prince of Punk. He's making his own name, and he plans on doing that here tonight at Universal Uproar. I mean, like I say, the guy's a 10-year veteran.
I was going to say, he seemed like such a nice boy in the back, and there's a good elbow drop right there.
Yeah, a lot of
cover,
body on
the
top
pinfall, the kick out. Shannon now takes control of the arm.
Shannon Moore, former HWA, which is a Heartland Wrestling Association over in the States, cruiserweight champion. He's held that title twice, actually. Again, he's a 10-year veteran. Some of the best have been down in Heartland, so he knows what he's doing. Sonjay Dutt recently has been competing in Japan, as I mentioned earlier, wrestling for, it's actually the 0-1 promotion over there.
Tell the world now, look at a submission hold from that.
It didn't work the first time. He wasn't able to get the head scissors. It was countered, and then he was able to hit the head scissors from another counter.
How did he get into that?
He turned it into a flying armbar.
How did he get into that?
It was the fact there was an armbar and a double stretch there almost. He hooked the leg underneath, and there's the power of Shannon Moore. He cut Sonjay off as he was making his way back to his feet with a clothesline.
So simple, yet so effective.
Please look at the size of the arms, of Shannon Moore compared to that of Sonjay Dutt.
Like logs. And now, looks like Moore again is the one in control, and all it took was a little bit of brute force and power. Cheeky little chop in the corner, a very strong forearm. Dutt, as you can see right there, looking quite worse for wear, thrown into the corner, and Moore follows through, but misses.
Nice there, scoots in between. Oh, over the top, somersault, springboard, hurricane runner there. Backdrop, Sonjay now trying to get a second wind almost. Series of kicks. Now he's going for the springboard tornado DDT, definitely. 1, 2, 3. No, 2 count there. Good near fall, and it seems like Sonjay's giving himself a position where he can catch a breath or two after 3 successive moves there, resulting in that great near fall. And now maybe Sonjay can make something out of this.
Sonjay Dutt now, he's thrown a fist. I mean, but it looks like he couldn't stay on his own feet. A kick there to the midsection.
Yeah.
Off the rope. But Moore had a foot.
Shannon was still feeling the effects of that tornado DDT. Hooks him over the shoulder now, almost like a...
It's a pump handle DVD setup of sorts.
Yeah.
And swings him round and drops him hard.
Looks like an Olympic slam there with the pump handle. Very innovative move. Hooks the leg. Look at the way Shannon Moore, that's the experience, hooks the leg. He also grapevines the fingers. He locks the fingers to make it even harder for the much smaller Sonjay Dutt to kick out.
Dutt has to exert more energy to get out of
exactly. That's the experience difference here. 10 years over 4.
Well, here we go now. Moore now has him in the corner. The corner, and Moore just wailing away there on Dutt. Whips him out. And wait, Dutt now went high flying, but was treated
tried the reverse cross body. Shannon saw it coming and just simply dropped to a knee.
Northern Lights tight pinfall too. But
so he rolls through now.
He couldn't get a pinfall, so he's going for the submission.
Yeah, he saw a free leg there. And it's a lot of the things that Sonjay's been doing. It's been a lot of the high flying moves. Obviously, look at the size, and it's what Sonjay Dutt is known for. He saw a free leg. Take away the leg, and you take away a lot of those high flying moves. And certainly the leg and the knees, which are used as the springboard. The body, and that's what we said a lot of Sonjay Dutt's moves. We saw the springboard DDT earlier.
A lot of the experience, you can see Shannon Moore's experience coming through, because unlike Dutt, Moore hits a move and then follows it up. This time he hit Northern Lights, then followed it up with the single leg Boston Crab.
Yeah, he saw a free body part. It made sense to go for it, and he did just that. Right now, Sonjay's holding the knee.
Well, this is not good for the ex-divisioner. Obviously, he'd want to be able he wants that option to fly. He needs that option to survive, and Moore is denying him that option by working on the leg That single Boston Crab looked very tight, very painful, and now Moore is going to reap the benefits of that hold. Going for the top rope superplex.
Sonjay back now. Hitting. Oh, what's he going for?
Dutt looks like he's going to go for a powerbomb off the top. Got it. Andy Quilden with only a 2.
Close full there.
Andy Quilden was right there to make sure that it was a free. Oh, super kick out of nowhere.
He threw himself. Hindu press, though. Moonsault. Picture. Perfect 1, 2. I like the. Oh, my goodness. I was going to say, I like this series of succession moves to get the 3, but he didn't get the 3. I like the way he threw him back up into the super kick there. Maybe this time he's going for the Hindu press. That's what he's signaling for. It's a corkscrew, 450. He hits this, it's over. He rolls through. He adjusted in midair. He goes up for it. I'm not sure what he's going for there.
He's just trying to move to avoid Moore, but Moore just caught him square in the face.
He tried
Moore
to take his head off.
on top. Oh, look at that.
Moorgasm, that's it. 2, 3. The Moorgasm gets the victory for the Prince of Punk, Shannon Moore.
I want to point it out, though. Earlier on, when Sonjay Dutt hit that moonsault, the referee went down. He hit the mat 3 times, and that was a judgment call by the ref. The ref decided, as close as it was going to count, and that second chance gave Moore the opportunity just to hit the Moorgasm and take it home.
Just goes to show how closely the referee had to have his eyes on what was going on. That it was a split second there. Great refereeing there by Andy Quilden.
Questionable refereeing, if you ask me.
No, I think
all the same. I mean, it's going to say in the record books that Shannon Moore beat Sonjay Dutt, and now he's going to TNA with that victory under his belt.
Absolutely. Great match here, great victory for Shannon Moore.
And lovely hair as well. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic match.
This matchup is a hardcore rules 8-man tag team elimination contest. Introducing first, making his way to the ring. He is the FWA British Heavyweight Champion from Finchley Park, London, the show stealer, Alex Shane.
Ladies and gentlemen, no time to fear. The show stealer is here. Alex Shane, the proverbial planet eater of British wrestling, going against the expanse of space, devouring other federations to sustain himself and the FWA Championship that is currently around his waist. Now this match, this 8-man hardcore war, stems from the fact that the two team captains, Alex Shane and Mick Foley, basically had a head-on collision the last time they were in the Coventry Skydome.
And on the show stealer's team, at a combined weight of 502 pounds, they are the FWA British Tag Team Champions, Stick and Stone. And from Newcastle, England, Iceman.
Sticks, the other half of the FWA Tag Team Champions, is in the ring as well, and also in there is
Ladies and
Ice.
gentlemen, first things first, never fear, because the show stealers are here. You know what? I can understand why you sad beats boo me, because the fact is that on Monday you go back to your shit jobs while I'll still be a
see, other people will refer to you as fans, but when I look at you, I see a sad, pathetic bunch of loser geek f***ing muppets. Now talking of sad, loser geek muppets, let's get to our opponents here tonight. You see, first of all, we've got the British hardcore legend, Travell. Well, I've kicked his arse as many times, so that's no threat. Next, you see we have the Sandman. A sad, pathetic, drinking, smoking, retarded loser just like you. And he's no threat as well. Then we have Steve Corino. We see in the ring, this is Steve Corino's ex-fiancée, Simply Luscious. And there's a reason she's standing here with me and I'm back with him, and that's because I'm a real man. Because I know how to treat my bitches right. And let's get to last but not least, Mick Foley. You see, Mick, I've got a little score to settle with you from the last show right here. So tonight I'm going to prove that you are washed out. I'm going to prove that you are crippled and nothing but a waste of space, because you're going out here on your big fat ass, and there's two things you can do about it. That's nothing and like it.
My goodness.
And their opponents.
And right now,
Righteous Paul Travell. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a man who's creating an absolute sort of cult following based on the fact that he is a sick-minded individual. I saw him earlier in the day tearing foam padding off the chair so he can bludgeon the skulls of his opponents here tonight.
Introducing the first member of the team, the Righteous Paul Travell.
I remember one time when I first met him, he was such a lovely guy. I went back to his house, lovely mum, lovely dad and everything. But then he was like abducted by a cult known as the Family in the FWA. And now, even though the family has now disbanded, what has been left behind is this lost child, and he is fending for himself, and he is depraved.
what really took Paul Travell to the brink of insanity was when he was set on fire
By Nike
by
Whip.
Mikey Whipwreck, exactly 2 years ago.
Coming out next, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the king of the old school, Steve Corino, a man with a very personal history with Alex Shane.
There's an incredible personal history. Alex Shane mentioned earlier that the person who is now his girlfriend, Simply Luscious, is actually the ex-fiancée of Steve Corino. Now, there is a huge history between these two. Steve Corino was talking about bad business plans that he felt Alex Shane was responsible for. There were some harsh words exchanged between the two. Eventually, FWA brought Steve Corino over. A match happened between the two, which Steve Corino won. There's just so much going, so much heat, so much bad blood between the two.
You've got to believe that Alex Shane want to avenge that pinfall loss to Steve Corino by pinning him tonight.
We know what that music means.
Absolutely, the Sandman.
The Sandman is here.
Former ECW World and Television Champion.
Absolutely, he's a five-time ECW World Champion. He's a former WEW Tag Team Champion in Japan, NWA TNA Hard 10 winner. He's won one of the FTW King of the Decade.
Obviously, we don't know where he is. I mean, he's not coming through the entranceway. There he is! Old school Sandman entrance.
Coming through the crowd, drinking the beers, smoking the cigarette, and in his hand is, well, that's his child, if you will. It's the Singapore cane.
the Sandman comes into the Coventry Skydome to join Mick Foley and his band of, well, American Warriors to take on Alex Shane.
Tag team partner.
Shane and his team earlier went round with in their corner. They'll have to ring Mick Foley's team's corner. This is coming off of what happened the last time he was in Coventry at the showdown, involving Mick Foley, Alex Shane, Bill Apter, and Greg the Truth Lambert.
Simply put, Greg Lambert despises Bill Apter because Bill Apter is an amazing journalist in wrestling, and Greg Lambert wants to become that icon of journalism.
He already sees himself as that icon, which is the problem.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with him necessarily. That wouldn't be my place. However, the real story is between Alex Shane and Mick Foley. Simply put, Mick Foley came over here for a run-of-the-mill date, a quick payday, only for a young guy by the name of Alex Shane to try and make a name of himself here in Europe.
Mick Foley, Sandman, Steve Corino, and Paul Travell all standing on the inside of the ring, as Alex Shane, Stick Stone, and the Iceman all on the outside. As you see Greg the Truth Lambert there is coming up with some. He's arguing with the referee there, and he's arguing with Bill Apter as well.
Well, we're going to go through the rules screen, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there are pinfalls, there are submissions, and there are countouts. However, both teams have decided that disqualifications will not be allowed. This is effectively a no DQ match fought under elimination rules. We're going to see how many people actually survive this abomination of a contest.
What a match this is going to be, like you say. It's a no disqualification, elimination, 8-man tag. I mean, look at the 4 guys. You have Mick Foley, Sandman, Paul Travell and Steve Corino. Steve Corino, a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion and a former ECW World Heavyweight Champion. He's known for bleeding.
All right, let me get it out of the way. It's great to be right here in Coventry, UK. We got a little bit more important business, you see. We're going to have one heck. No, I can say we're not on TV. We're going to have one hell of a confrontation here. I wouldn't call it a tag team match. It's hardcore rules. Anything goes. Everything goes. And Corino, you and I, we never tagged together. Until this day, Paul, we've never even seen each other. Sandman, I've known you 15 years. This is the very first time we've ever tag teamed together. Right after the night, we can get back to never getting along ever again. But for one night, what do you say? We make a pact to kick a little ass right here in Coventry.
Trademark sheep pop there.
As I was saying earlier, Steve Corino, former ECW and NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He's
AWA champion.
AWA champion. He's known for bleeding. He can be extreme. The Sandman, the hardcore icon, former 5-time ECW World Heavyweight Champion. As I said, he's known as the hardcore icon. He's known for being extreme. You've got Paul Travell, who was famously, as we alluded to earlier, set on fire. He's definitely none of that. He's known for being extreme. And then you've got the hardcore legend, the king of the death matches, Mick Foley. Unbelievable. I mean, you've got 4 of perhaps the most dangerous wrestlers ever assembled all on one team.
Well, you know what, Dan? Back up a second. Let's talk about the other team. You've got Alex Shane, a man who's dominated British wrestling, a man who is without doubt the closest thing we'll ever have to an undisputed champion in this country. Meanwhile, you've got Sticks and Stone, 2 very big, aggressive guys, current British tag team champions. They're making an absolute name for themselves right now. And of course, a man who considers himself the European hardcore icon in the Iceman. Iceman, of course, having his personal problems with Paul Travell in British wrestling. But this will be the first time they've actually stepped into the ring against one another.
Absolutely. This Iceman's just coming back from a broken collarbone as well. You've got to wonder how that's affecting him.
I did ask him, and he told me to shush, basically. Paul Travell now tight headlock.
Very tight headlock there. Sticks
just so powerful.
Whoa, just run right through. It was hitting a roadblock there. Actually hurt Paul Travell's shoulder. Sticks is incredibly strong, and as is Stone. And I've alluded to on previous FWA shows that I find it a little bit hard to talk about them in case I say something that might upset them, because, quite frankly, they'll come and find me. And
well, I did speak to them earlier in the day, Sticks and Stone, and less said about that, the better, quite frankly. Ladies and gentlemen, Sticks, I mean, this is a monster of a guy. I actually used to train with him, and it's guys like him that make me wish I took up something, well, a little friendlier. He is mean, he is aggressive, he power bombs, power slams people into submission.
And the crowd getting on the case of Simply Luscious.
Don't go there.
Simply Luscious is, of course, the ex-fiancée of Steve Corino, and as we alluded to earlier, there's a lot of heat now, a lot of bad blood between Steve Corino and Alex Shane, and there's a simple thumb to the eye there from Paul Travell.
Absolutely, I mean, Simply Luscious gets around. She's been from federation to federation, working her craft, but tonight she's there for moral support. Sticks now just burying Paul Travell in the corner.
Sticks with Paul Travell up on his shoulders. Well, set him up for something. Travell landed on his feet. Sticks charges.
Travell, probably one of the most agile hardcore icons in the world today.
As he proved there with that flying Hurricane Runner, head scissor takedown.
You know, when Travell first came into the FWA as hazardous Travell, he was very much into the lucha libre style.
I remember, yes.
Absolutely wonderful athletic display, but he basically handed in those springboards and replaced it with barbed wire.
The extreme icon, the Sandman makes his. The Sandman with a hip toss and an arm drag.
My goodness.
We've seen wrestling at the beginning of a hardcore match. Nick London, the Sandman, hit an arm drag and is now working the arm with an arm bar while bleeding from the head.
Well, absolutely, and that blood came from smacking a can in his own head. And now, here comes King of the Old School, Steve Corino, working on sticks.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is a wonderful opportunity for Six, and I'm sure he'd be enjoying the opportunity, wasn't for the fact his shoulder was currently in pain. But here comes Stone, a human breeze block.
Sticks and Stone, FWA World Tag Team Champions. Stone has the 31-year-old Corino there. Shoulder block. Stone doesn't go anywhere.
Absolutely. I mean, Stone's been going around from federation to federation in the United Kingdom today, proving himself to be truly dominant.
Corino gets two bounces off the ropes, has enough momentum behind him to take the human breeze block down. He's pointing to the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and here he comes.
And Mick Foley will chisel away at the breeze block.
A right hand from Foley. Another right hand, and listen to the crowd, Nick London.
They are thrilled that Mick Foley has graciously given them a very rare Mick Foley matchup here tonight in the Coventry Sky.
And here's the thing, it's not the Mick Foley that, you know, we'd all like to invite round ours to have maybe a drink with, or maybe sit down and watch a bit of TV with. It's
a bit of puppetry.
Yeah, look, this is the hardcore Mick Foley. This is the Mick Foley that just...
Oh, he's going for that elbow drop. First made famous in ECW. He's going to go for it, but no. Team Shane obviously want none of that.
Mick Foley now being forced to get back into the ring. Foley, who's a former 3-time WWF World Heavyweight Champion, a former 2-time ECW Tag Team Champion. Oh, somersault plancher from Travell, takes out Sticks and Stone.
I mean, absolutely. I remember when Mick Foley first came into WWE as the demented Mankind. Then he became slightly more lovable, but no matter how lovable he became, he was still a sick, perverted being who uses the mandible claw to rack up victories.
Irish whip, collects the momentum, sends Stone into the corner. Took too long, telegraphed that move. Elbow walks into the sidewalk slam from Sticks.
And that's why these two are tag team champions.
He holds the legs while Stone hits the ropes and hits a knee drop there. Covers straight away. Great tag team wrestling. That goes to show you why they are the FWA tag team champions.
Stone now throws him off the ropes and takes him down with a very firm back of the elbow. Suplex set up, takes him up, drops him down.
Nice technique there from the big man.
Absolutely. I mean, Ryan Stone, no doubt, he hasn't just done what a lot of trainees would have done, and that's just go to the gym occasionally. This guy has really seasoned himself, and here comes the show stealer, Alex Shane, taking it to Travell. He's had his personal wars of him in the past as well.
Absolutely. I've mentioned this on previous FWA events. Travell actually has more victories over the show stealer than any other person in the FWA or even in the UK scene.
In fact, it was Travell's band, The Family, who took the tag team championship away from the show stealer Alex Shane, and show stealer with a trademark lariat takes a Travell and just barely holds him up.
Travell actually was going to collapse down, and Shane kept him up there. Took too long. Travell was able to get his wind back, get his bearings back, foot up, and well, he's going for that tornado DDT that he's become known for.
Oh, here we go! Checker from the neck!
Oh my goodness. It's the pop handle. It's into the face crusher on the knee, and then it's into that variation of the ace crusher or diamond cutter.
You know, I'm actually impressed at how much everyone's holding back. I mean, they haven't figured out yet that because there's no disqualification, they could quite easily just run in there and cause absolute chaos.
I think, Nick London, this is like the quiet before the storm. It's a variation into that spinning neck breaker there. Trademark Alex Shane maneuvering. Oh, here we go.
The Iceman. This is the first time that the Iceman and Travell They've got in the ring together, despite the fact that these two hate each other's guts.
Now, this guy isn't called the Iceman because he's like a fan of Mr. Whippy ice creams or anything like that.
Oh, I miss those.
Yeah, he's called the Iceman because he displays no remorse. He doesn't care about anything he does to you as long as it hurts you. That makes him happy.
Oh, now that was a lariat, and Paul Travell is in a predicament and cannot.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll put it this way, just to show you how dangerous the Iceman is. He actually really made a name for himself several years ago at the video game wrestling event where he took on Madman Pondo in an ultra-violent death match. And anyone that knows anything about that style of wrestling knows that Madman Pondo is classed as an incredibly dangerous man, and Iceman certainly did more than just earn respect.
Well, I was going to say, recently, Iceman also survived a match with Loki. Absolutely amazing, hard-hitting contest. Iceman now signaling for that cannonball roll again. Oh, hits and miss and lost his head.
Oh my goodness, remember what I mentioned earlier, the broken collarbone. He's just come back from the broken collarbone. You've got to wonder how much, I mean, it can't be 100% healed. And then he's just screamed. That was horrible. Iceman just charged out. He's not with it. And then
Spinebuster. Paul Travell, he dug deep for that.
Yeah, great strength there to pick up the big Iceman.
God, I don't know how wise that was, though. I mean, seriously, the guy of Paul Travell's size to pick up something like that, it puts so much strain on the abdominals, you can even tear those muscles.
Iceman.
Foley's in.
Foley and Iceman and Stone and Sticks and Shane. And Shane gets cut off. Well, Stone from behind there.
But he's decided that he's just going to let Alex Shane and Mick Foley slug it out. Foley getting the advantage. And he's bringing him down in the corner. Look at the number of punches this is.
He's just punching through that head. And bang, bang, and bang.
No. I know what comes after this.
Yeah.
Running knee to the face.
Knee. Oh, my goodness.
Alex Shane has just been delivered into next week. Mr. Socko. I can't believe they let that through customs.
Well, there's Sticks and Stone, however, before Mick Foley was able to use Mr. Oh my goodness.
Oh, now that was clever. Now that's why they're the British Tag Team Champions.
Anyone that knows anything about Mick Foley knows that he has 2 children. I've got a feeling after that he isn't going to have 3.
Wait a minute, you've not read his latest book, have you?
No.
He had 3 kids.
Corino was taken out as well.
Sticks now. No, Alex Shane taking it to Corino.
Thank you for correcting me.
No, well, it's all right, it's my job. Anyway, Sticks and Stone and Alex Shane picking at the carcass now.
I'm pretty sure Steve Corino wish he could thank someone for coming to his rescue right now.
Well, simply Luscious would, but well, she hates him. So it's all good. Double whip off the ropes. Corino comes back. Oh, double spine bust. Oh, the kendo
That's the Sandman, the hardcore icon.
Well, obviously he didn't like getting thrown into that barricade. And this is why the fans came to see him. Stone, though. Oh, wait a minute. We've seen this move before.
Wait a minute. Yeah, he's going for a suplex. Wait a minute. Oh, no, it can't be. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, he's broke his neck.
Absolutely.
The Sandman has been eliminated.
And that is it. Sandman is out.
This is not good. It's like you're about to say. This means it's 4 on 3.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, now the Team Foley have got a massive disadvantage. Not only have they lost Sandman, but Mick Foley is feeling the pain from down below.
Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. We just saw while all that was going on, Paul Travell and the Iceman were brought to their back. And
they just dumped Iceman down the ladders in a shopping trolley. And there's Mr. Pointy.
Oh, my goodness. It's the barbed wire baseball bat that is Mr. Pointy. Iceman's hurt. I mean, he went down those stairs in a shopping trolley and certainly didn't look like he landed very softly at all. And
well, obviously, this is what we're talking about, this whole no DQ situation. This is going to get messy. Paul Travell has no heart.
That certainly was not a safe way that he landed in that shopping trolley.
Paul Travell now taking the Iceman to the outside of the arena. I mean, this is just brutal.
Yeah,
Just hate each
match.
I mean, it's bad enough when you got these two in the same building. Get them against each other, brawling with a barbed wire baseball bat around a building as big as the Coventry Skydome, and now they're fighting upstairs. And wait a minute. Paul Travell.
Van got in the way of Paul Travell, and Paul Travell just pushed him over.
Yeah. Paul Travell is going up to the stairs. What's he doing?
Oh no, this is dangerous. Paul Travell is a suicide monkey. No, Iceman's down below. The audience can sense it.
No way.
Oh, Paul, don't do this for the good of your health.
Oh my goodness.
He just wiped him out.
That must have been 20 feet in the air.
Oh my Lord, damn.
Oh my goodness, that was a tornado DDT. That looked like it was a tornado DDT.
Well, the Iceman's dead. And back to the ring, Alex Shane and Sticks and Stone are going at it at Mick Foley.
Yeah, it's just all brought down now to this brawl. And now Shane now has the boot on Foley. I'm not quite sure what's going to be the result of Travell and Iceman, and we haven't seen them. I mean, Travell just jumped off a 25-foot high balcony and DDT'd Iceman into the concrete.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has told me that both Iceman and Paul Travell are unable to continue and have been counted out.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Iceman, Paul Travell being counted out, and Paul Travell now being taken to the back. I mean, that was a horrendous drop.
Yeah, that was like, and both men have been.
Oh, DDT from Mick Foley!
That's one of his patented moves.
That came out of nowhere. And you've got to believe if Mick Foley could make the cover, he would have eliminated Stone right there.
Absolutely, he won his third WWF World Heavyweight title with that move, actually. It's one of his patented moves, and here comes Corino.
Well, it's 3-on-2 right now, and it's going to be Steve Corino taking on the British Tag Team Champions.
Corino ducks in.
Oh, wait a minute, he's got them both.
Oh, there's a flatliner-like move combined with a DDT, and Corino goes straight for it.
He's signaling for something.
Yeah. Oh, they're signaling for the lariat. It's one of the
If Sticks takes the lariat, he is out of this contest. That's a guarantee. Oh, and Stone's cut him off with a pass.
Yeah, he used that Singapore cane at Sandman, left outside, and
No! Sticks, you big dummy!
oh, you said that, just so that they know this, you said that, and there's a low blow.
Well, Mick Foley now with the kendo stick.
It's just all broken down, it's just pure chaos in the ring right now. And wait a minute, Foley with the
Stone pile driver.
oh my goodness, that's it.
That is gonna be it.
2, 3, and Sticks is gone.
Sticks has been eliminated.
One half of the British Tag Team Champions in Stone and Alex Shane, the current British Heavyweight Champion, going against the hardcore icon Mick Foley and King of the Old School, Steve Corino.
And now here we go, it's redemption for Foley. This is the feud here that really, as we pointed out earlier, began in March. It's now November, and these two are looking to settle it here tonight in Coventry Skydome, and they're going to do it by any means possible, and it includes brawling around the Coventry Skydome. These guys will do anything, and my sweethearts, I'd move out the way if I was you. Oh my, he sends the show stealer into the stairs there.
Alex Shane looks like there is no one home.
Yeah, there really isn't anyone there.
Oh, he's not just, he's going proper outside now.
Oh my goodness, now they're filing around this building, and now they're going up. Oh my.
Oh, what has Mick Foley got in mind for the show stealer? I dread to think what's going to happen to the proverbial planet eater.
When Foley gets in this mind, he becomes sick, twisted, and there's nothing that you can do against it.
It's hard to think that this man has a beautiful wife and 3 beautiful children. Meanwhile, Alex Shane, though, back in control, and it looks like he's now taking control of Foley.
And now Foley was trying to dump Alex Shane over the top, and Foley has no remorse. He's gone into that nasty place that he goes into when somebody really annoys him. I'm guessing.
No!
Alex is trying to do that to Foley.
Mick Foley is going on a one-way ticket to hell and back.
We've seen Foley take some unbelievable punishment throughout his career. You don't understand if he was to career. When the referee's trying to stop this, and he's trying to get them both back in the...
Oh my God! He just, the referee!
I don't know. Look,
The referee just took a dive!
it didn't exactly take it voluntarily, though. Alex Shane just sent the referee off the balcony and onto the fans. I mean, that's not suit material. That's... Oh my goodness.
Well, we now
Talk
go
about
back to Martin Stone. Still, I can't believe we just saw the
We don't have a
referee.
referee. Yeah, but now we don't have a referee. Now, as wild and chaotic as this match was before, now what's going to happen?
There's a martial law, and Stones is taking little. Stones is completely unaware there's no referee, and he is taking Corino back to the ring.
It looks to me like Corino is probably bleeding there. Yeah, indeed he is.
Corino has been busted open.
Stones has done another nail, but because of knee shots like that, that is, oh my goodness, that's just hard, stiff knees to the head. And
How cool must this be for Martin Stone? Martin Stone is taking Steve Corino and Alex Shane brutally brought back to the ring.
Foley dominating Alex Shane, and there's that kendo
It's all
song
coming back to the epicenter of pain. That is the wrestling ring.
My goodness. Foley's back in the ring now, and Foley's got Mr. Socko on his hand, and you can only imagine what's in his mind now. It's pretty safe.
Stone's been measured up.
It's the mandible claw.
Mandible claw. Mr. Socko. Stones is tapping, but there is no referee.
There's no referee.
Stones is fading. Stones is fading.
And Foley, you can see Foley's calling out.
Incredible painful nerve hold. Here's Steve Linsky, about time too.
Martin Stone has been eliminated.
Big boot! Alex Shane with a big boot. He's just killed Foley. He's got it.
Mick Foley has been eliminated.
Oh, look at the reaction of Mick Foley. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's tearing his hair out. He is unhappy. We're back to Alex Shane versus Steve Corino, and there you can see the evil witch and just laughing at her ex-fiance.
Nick London, Alex Shane just pinned Mick Foley.
I know, it's unbelievable.
Alex Shane just pinned Mick Foley.
Alex Shane just pinned Mick Foley. Well done, Dan. And it's amazing. But look, it really comes down to these two now.
And now it's come down to a slugfest between two men who generally don't like each other. I mean, you cannot hate each other more than what these two men do. I mean, they've been feuding and bad words have been said between the two now for
Seriously,
3 years.
no one makes it more personal than Alex Shane. You pin Alex Shane, he'll steal your woman. And that's the checker from the neck up again. And Alex Shane, all he's got to do is deliver the big boot one more time.
I know, and he's setting it up, and it's the same boot.
This is your British heavyweight champion.
He is Enzo Gory. Shane is done to win it. Hits the rope. Lariat.
The lariat. 1, 2, kick out.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought he had him. Oh my goodness, that's the same lariat that he used to defeat Alex Shane the last time these two guys competed. And there's simply luscious. That's his former fiancée that's just slapped Corino from behind. And
Hell hath no fury like a woman's
Shane is
scorn.
still out. Shane is still down.
Oh, wait a minute. He wouldn't.
Oh, the bloody Corino has his head. We don't know why those two split up, but I'm guessing it wasn't good because now she's going with his mortal enemy, Alex Shane. And oh, she just slapped him. Oh, twice.
Was that smart?
Oh, well, she's
Was
happy
that
about it.
honestly smart?
I don't think it was that smart, Nick London, but she seems very proud of it.
She is not pretty when she's angry. And Steve Corino is going to make her pay and drop her onto
I don't
her
think
head.
she's pretty at the best of times, and I don't think she's going to be any more prettier if Corino hits this pile driver. Well, I think it's safe to say that she's not going to be a factor in this.
Oh, big boom! Oh, the British heavyweight champion takes it.
He just like 1, 2, 3. But Corino kicks out.
How on earth do you kick out of that big boot? Come on, Alex, hit it one more time, baby. Hit it one more time.
He caught Nick London, what a match.
I cannot believe it! That is twice now that Steve Corino has won a match by pinning Alex Shane with the lariat. And he nicked his ex-fiancée. What's he going to do now? Nick his mum?
Oh, what a tremendous day. I was speaking to Steve Corino earlier. He told me he actually got engaged to his new girlfriend this morning. You know what? And now he's defeated. Now not only, I'm sure his new fiancée is loving the fact he's just pole-driven his ex-fiancée, and also just lariated the neck and head of Alex Shane straight off his shoulders. Oh, what a trip to the UK.
Now, I've got to tell you, by the way, for people at home, you cannot pile drive your ex-girlfriend. The reason Corino got away with it is because Simply Luscious got involved. She became a part of the match, and that was the mistake, because that distraction with Simply Luscious allowed Corino to hit the lariat. And here's Mick Foley and the Sandman for the post-match celebration.
She interjected herself into the match, like he said, and she paid for it. And now the hardcore legend Mick Foley, the extreme icon, the Sandman, and the winner of the match, Steve Corino. What a match! What a hardcore match that we just saw between these 8 men. Obviously, Paul Travell can't be in the ring right now. He was just completely
What's the Sandman would throw me a beer?
Oh my goodness, what a match.
United under one banner. United to take out Alex Shane. And damn it, they actually succeeded.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm going to give the show stealer all the credit in the world. He did beat Mick Foley, and I can't get over that. I mean, that's the biggest victory of his career. But he's now 0-2 against Steve Corino.
Look, I know there's only one way to celebrate a major victory like that, Steve, and that's with a cold brewski. So I want you to drink up because you deserve it. Sandman, I want you to drink up because that's kind of what you do. But hey, this is my best model, and I don't go home for 2 more days, so I'm gonna have to politely decline to celebrate.
Yo, you're drinking a beer with us, Cactus. You want to see Cactus drink a Budweiser?
Oh, okay, all right, I'll tell you what. How many people here? 2,000 people here. Steve, WWE comes to Coventry in 10 days. I'll drink the beer, but let's keep it our secret, okay? Don't tell Vince or anybody else in the WWE crew. How's that sound, Sandman? I'll tell you what. For a bonus, not only am I going to drink a beer, I'm going to take a swig out of that cigarette. I know that smoking kills, but so does getting chokeslammed off the Hell in a Cell.
Hey, you're not Bill Clinton. You gotta inhale. Now drink some damn beer.
You and I are both going to drink a beer, but we're going to do it while we toast Steve Corino for an unbelievable victory.
She's wearing a turtleneck sweater. She's not showcasing those bad boys. Boom beats, 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 boom beats. Never mind. There's a lot of kids here. Thank you very much. Steve Corino, thank you.
This contest is sponsored by and will you please welcome special guest ring announcer from Sandman magazine and the wrestling channel, Chapter. There you go. It is now time for the main event of the evening. It's the one fall in a 60-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Well, at least this is one man I know about. Ladies and gentlemen, Doug the Anarchist Williams, former FWA British Heavyweight Champion, and a man who is truly a measuring stick here in British wrestling. This man has been an ambassador. He's been over to America, and more specifically in regards to this match, Japan, to represent the British style. Many thought the British style had died, but no, Doug Williams is alive and well, and he is kicking butt all over the globe today.
Absolutely, Doug Williams now in his second year with Pro Wrestling Noah. Made his debut for the group in 2003 on their Navigation with Breeze tour. And it wasn't that long later that he and Too Cold Scorpio went on to become the Pro Wrestling Noah Global Honored Crown Tag Team Champions. Doug Williams has had an absolutely amazing career in Pro Wrestling Noah. And the man who's about to make his way to the ring right now is Yun Akiyama. And this guy here was he was the second man to ever hold the Pro Wrestling Noah Global Honored Crown heavyweight title when he defeated the founder of Pro Wrestling Noah, Mitsuharu Misawa. Interestingly enough, is on the opposing side here. On the opposing side of Yun Akiyama and Doug Williams is Kenta Kobashi. Kenta Kobashi and Yun Akiyama are three-time Real World Tag Team Champions, or Real World Tag Team Tournament winners. And also, Yun Akiyama actually made his professional debut against Kenta Kobashi. Yun Akiyama is an unbelievable talent there, famed for his explosive suplexes. So get ready to see quite a lot of those. And also his sternest dust. You'll recognise that move, Nick. It's very similar to the James Tyler's Titanic. Really just coming on the inside there, like an inside fisherman suplex into like a Titanic.
Fantastic. I look forward to keep my eyes out for that one. And obviously the fans very excited that our international guests can be here tonight.
Absolutely. And the man who's about to make his way to the ring right now is Go Shiozaki. Now, he's actually a newcomer to Noah. In fact, he was the sole graduate of the Noah Dojo in 2004. Shiozaki now actually used to serve as a second to the man who he's teaming up with tonight, Kenta Kobashi. So this is actually a big thing for Go Shiozaki to not only be the tag team partner of the man who used to second to the ring, but also on such a big show.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, the last time you saw a match like this was at the Coventry Skydome. Another fantastic tag team contest with the Japanese Nobu.
And what can be
said about the guy who's about to make his way to the ring, often regarded as the best wrestler in the world. He is a former Global Crown heavyweight champion. He just recently lost that title. He held that title for over 2 years, and he defeated Tighe on March 1st, 2003, and lost it to Takeshi Rico on March 5th, 2005. Nick, listen to the eruption in Cabana. You really are in for a special treat here to watch this match.
Well, absolutely. I'm incredibly excited. I'll admit, I'm not too familiar with my Japanese wrestling, but the hype and the myth that has surrounded this man is making me incredibly excited for this forthcoming contest. And this man is going to go ahead with one of my favourite British wrestlers, Doug Williams. I am incredibly looking forward to this.
He's 38 years old. He made his professional debut in 1988. So he's coming in with a hell of a lot of experience, definitely carrying the experience side for his tag team as opposed to Shiozaki, who's
Okay, it's a kind of a sort of handicap situation going on here, but I'm sure that they're going to bring the fight to their opponents tonight.
Well, Doug Williams has been professional for 12 years. This is actually only his second year in Pro Wrestling Noah, and listen to the crowd show their respect for Kenta Kobashi. You can see on his face that I think he's a little shocked.
Weighing 230 pounds, is a former Ring of Honor Pure Champion and a two-time former FWA Heavyweight Champion,
Ready there, former Pure Champion of Ring of Honor, multi-time British Heavyweight Champion.
His partner, from outside of Japan, weighing 245 pounds, he's the master of the Explorer Suplex, a four-time World Tag Team Champion, and a former NOJC World Heavyweight Champion, Jonny.
You'll see a lot of exploder suplexes from him, including wrist class variations and externus dust.
Weighing 220 pounds, one of the most exciting rookies in professional wrestling today, Shizaki.
You'll see a lot of German suplexes, you'll see a lot of moonsaults from this guy. He also likes to use the fishing suplex.
From Kenta Kobashi, weighing 265 pounds, he's a three-time winner of the prestigious Wrestling Wrestler of the Year Award, a seven-time World Tag Team Champion, a three-time All-Japan Triple Crown Champion, and former JC Heavyweight Champion of the World, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Kenta Kobashi!
Absolutely. The fans throw their streamers to the ring for Kenta Kobashi. Okay, now I mentioned some of the key moves of Akiyama, Shiozaki, Doug Williams. We know very well. He's got the Chaos Theory, rolling German suplex. Kenta Kobashi, everything he does hurts.
Ooh, fantastic.
Okay, all I'll say is just that he has perhaps the hardest lariat you'll ever see in your life. He has the Burning Hammer, which is a torture rack into like a neck breaker device. And he also, look out for his chops, Nick. I mean, I'd love to see you defend your Loughborough heavyweight title against Kenta Kobashi.
Well, unfortunately, being that he lives outside of Loughborough, that ain't happening anytime soon, thankfully. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, we are truly building up to something here, and you can feel the boiling point. The audience are primed. The audience are excited to be here, as am I to be in this very commentary booth.
Oh, respect being shown here. Doug Williams, Kenta Kobashi, shaking hands, Akiyama and Doug Williams shaking hands.
Well, I'll admit, Doug Williams as of late in British wrestling has been a bit moody. However, over in Japan, he has maintained his gentleman-like aura, and hopefully this is this Doug Williams we'll see tonight.
Okay, we're starting off with Akiyama. I've actually got chills, Nick Runde, okay, that I'm going to be able to call this match. This means so much to me. It's unreal. Just to even watch a match like this means a lot. To call it.
Nice tight look up there.
And Kenta Kobashi, you can see he's the bigger of the two. Oh, what I say?
Now those are the chops you were talking about.
Oh, that's just an introduction.
Well,
Good Akiyama.
It really gets harder than that.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Akiyama's going to do his best to stay away from those chops. These two know each other very well. Like I said, Akiyama actually made his professional wrestling debut against Kenta Kobashi, and the two were real-world tag league winners several times. Whoa! Shoulder tackle.
He blocked that knee and then just exploded back with that shoulder tackle. Nicely done. And here comes the anarchist, Doug Williams. The king of the Revolution DDT and the Rolling Chaos Theory German suplex.
And the crowd getting behind their fellow countrymen.
Absolutely.
This is something. This is actually a dream match. This is actually a dream match for British pro wrestling Noah fans to see our own Doug Williams against the man who we said earlier is regarded as the best fighter in the world. Oh my goodness!
Well, Doug Williams was not appreciative of that.
He's challenging him. Got his attention, and again another collar and elbow tie. Kobashi, 6'2", 260 pounds. Backs Doug Williams into the corner. Oh, he blocks the shot that time. There's a European
Give him some European uppercuts, Doug. That's it. We got a little battle going on here. Kobashi, the Japanese legend, is taking it to Doug Williams, possibly one of the favourite sons of British wrestling right now. Now that was a European uppercut.
Absolutely, and Kobashi down on one knee. Doug standing tall here. The fans are clapping, showing their appreciation for this.
Doug is not backing down from this legend. I'm sure many men will be intimidated by the myth that Kobashi brings to the ring, but Doug Williams is having absolutely none of it. But look at Doug Williams' British pale skin. It is in blazed red along the chest, and a vice-like headlock right there.
Kobashi now trying for the overhead wrist lock.
And it looks like he's getting it. Doug fighting it. Doug Williams, though, bridging down. Trademark there from Doug Williams, and he fights back up. What amazing strength. The warrior from Maidstone, Kent, is finding himself in a tricky position right now. And now the rookie of the ring,
Shiozaki. Again, he is in his first year. He graduated of the 2004 Noah Dojo. He was the only graduate, I'd like to point out. Noah's training regimen is unlike that of anything else you'll see anywhere else in the world, and he was the only guy to make it through.
How many people tend to go for these sort of dojos?
It changes all the time, but it's a very high number of guys who go. And basically it's a case of that'll be cut down in half, literally within a day or so.
Man, that is just intimidating. I appreciate that the Japanese take their wrestling incredibly serious. I mean, what matches I have seen from Japan, it's so hard-hitting, it's just scary.
Akiyama is over the top. Nice drop kick there from Shiozaki. Takes the head, and more experienced Akiyama.
Headlock takedown there. It looks like the speed is coming through, but his opponent maybe slightly older, but showing no slowdown whatsoever.
Great action so far.
You know, this is a match you could properly only have in this country. You can have a match like this in America. British fans just love this style of competition. It's methodical, it's intelligent. You have men trying to outdo one another. Absolutely, he's got the control of the wrist there. Doug Williams back into the contest.
Absolutely. As well, the inexperience perhaps of Shiozaki allowed himself to be in a position where he could be backed up into the corner. Shiozaki, 23 years of age, still very young. It's very young actually for a Japanese pro wrestler. I mean, a number of years ago, you wouldn't see a 23-year-old in the ring in the position that Shiozaki is in right now. You just get until their late 20s or 30s.
You know, many guys at that age, 23 years old, I mean, if they were in British wrestling, they would give one of their limbs to be in the ring with Doug the Anarchist Williams. They know they're going to get beaten up, but they know they take something away from that contest. They would learn something from that contest. And maybe this young kid did not truly understand just what Doug Williams means to the people here in Coventry. Tight headlock right here, and he gets the rope, and the referee, Steve Linsky, right there to make the break.
Picking up
there. He's trying for that.
He doesn't want to go for that.
He's trying for something here. And Shiozaki's blowing. There's a nice backdrop now. He really ought to get out and make the tag, and that's the smart thing to do. And he does. And Kenta Kobashi is now in there with Yun Akiyama, and these guys have traded many a title in between All Japan Pro Wrestling, which is where really the two really made a name for themselves. And there's a series of chops from Kobashi and forearms from Akiyama, and this is what I was on about here. This is
It's great.
yeah.
He just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Ever.
Look at the chest of Akiyama.
I know, he's wearing him down.
We're in the opening 5, 6, 7 minutes in a match, and the forearms beat the chops. It was the chops that won.
Now this is why so many wrestlers go for those chops. They wear the opponent down. They just tire you, they exhaust you, and mentally it just makes you unhappy. And there's a crossface right there across the jaw. That is nasty. That is bone on bone, and that could tear the ligaments along the side of the mouth. I'm pretty sure though with these older Japanese wrestlers, I'm sure they've taken quite a few knocks in their time, and it will have toughened up all their ligaments and everything and flows through their bodies, but still, would you really want to be in that kind of grip?
Akiyama and Kobashi, actually two-time former All Japan Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions as well. These guys really know each other very, very well. It's not uncommon, however, in Japan to find guys who have been Tag Team Champions and teamed up for a long time to then be on opposing sides. It's all in the name of competition. Irish whip from Shiozaki. Beautiful drop kick there on Akiyama.
Yeah, I can't get over how red his chest is. Seriously, if any cars were driving through, they'd stop. It is that bright, and I am amazed. This young kid really bringing it to the veteran now.
Absolutely. I mean, some people would no doubt wonder if there was going to be a bit worry for him. I mean, there's butterflies in his stomach, I think is what the term I'm looking for, because he's in there with guys such as Kenta Kobashi and Yun Akiyama, and he's still so new.
Yeah, butterflies, fish and chips will fix that for you.
But he's having a great display here as he locks on that camera clutch, and he's cornered off the ring, much like something that was done to him earlier.
Oh, no, it just isn't nice.
Yeah, look at that, he traps the arms, and Kobashi was there.
Kobashi just snuck in for a quick chop right there.
Look at how red.
The referee's been... Doug Williams should really let the referee do his job, because Kobashi just got the opportunity there to brutalise one of his opponents. Pinfall, tight pinfall, but a kick out. Perhaps the young lion, so to speak, just too small to pin this king of the jungle.
Got to understand that there's the 1 year. Oh, all his weight in that chop down. You understand there's, again, I can't get over the difference in experience here, You've got Kenta Kobashi debuted in '88. You've got Yun Akiyama, who debuted in 1992. Doug Williams, who I believe debuted around 1994. And then goes Shiozaki, 2004. So he's having an impressive match. And there's a sleeper hold blocked on from Kenta Kobashi onto Yun Akiyama.
My goodness, I mean, he's really got a hold on tight. Oh,
he's got suplex.
On the top of his head.
That's one of Kobashi's major moves. He's beaten many a competitor with that move.
I have seen Kobashi hit that suplex before, but never so clean. Never literally on the top of his head. That was sickening.
And Shiozaki now, he's looking at Akiyama. He's seeing an opportunity there. And, there's a suicide dive. He takes out the guardrail there.
Look at that entire front row.
The guardrail's actually broke there. Wait a minute. And now he's just stomping away. Sees an opportunity, and there's
Kobashi.
Dutt's trying to get the referee to get Kobashi.
Well, Doug Williams now obviously not happy with the way this match has gone. He is upset that the Japanese contingency have turned this into a brawl on the outside.
Oh yeah, and there's Shiozaki now. He knocks Doug Williams down.
Well, you can bet your bullet that Doug's going to make him pay for that.
Tag team wrestling 101, and wait a minute, Kobashi's got a headlock on Akiyama, and
DDT on the apron.
Once again, look at that, it was the top of his head. Hit the apron it's so rock solid.
I was going to say, he didn't roll with it. He literally compacted his neck on these maneuvers.
So that's the half Nelson suplex re-land on his head, and now a DDT. And now back to the chops, and again, he's broken the other barrier this time.
And why is it the fans keep smiling when some big guy nearly crushes them?
I think it's just out of fear. If they weren't smiling, they were crying. And Kobashi makes the cover. Akiyama rolls the right shoulder up.
I cannot believe that Steve Linsky didn't count free on that one. I cannot believe he kicked out. And I'm more impressed with the fact that Doug Williams didn't lose his temper and just comes storming in.
Oh, you're in for a treat. These guys such as Yun Akiyama, they can take an unbelievable amount of punishment. You see a series of knees, and now you get to see this. And here comes another one. We saw this earlier.
Now that is some heavy chops.
Absolutely, 2.
Again, only a 2 count. And those chops have just worn down his opponent. And now the young lion of the contest coming back into the ring.
Kobashi now, he had a number of his signature moves out. He's a little bit worn, so what to do? He tags in. The younger, the smaller, the fresher of the 2 goes Shiozaki. And now deliver a series of elbows, a series of chops driven down. And you've got to wonder, Steve Linsky, I mean, he doesn't speak Japanese.
No, but he does like pain. Tight cover and the kick out.
So there's going to be some sort of language barrier here from wrestlers to referee.
Well, the Japanese don't understand the word for no, please stop.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand English. I'm sure they're able to make out the screams of pain that they put their opponents through, though. Doesn't matter what nationality you're in, it all translates as the same. And there's a nice suplex out the side headlock there from Akiyama. Akiyama showing his strength.
Please stop chopping me.
Who's the Kobashi making sure that Akiyama couldn't get to the corner and tag Doug Williams. And there's a standing frog splash there from Shiozaki, who's still told as an incredibly hot prospect in Japanese wrestling, especially over in Pro Wrestling Noah.
Well, he's showing his skills in Kobashi.
Backsaki.
Oh, no. Please don't chop him again. I mean, seriously, even I'm beginning to find it uncomfortable.
Oh, my goodness. In the top of the chest, in the throat. Look at Akiyama, though.
He is just taking it. My goodness. This guy has melons between his legs.
Takes him to the turnbuckle. Fantastic match thus far.
He's just a chop machine.
Absolutely.
Oh, blocked the second forearm, but
oh my goodness.
Big chops to the side of the head.
Oh my goodness. Is his head still on?
Good grief. This is beginning to make the pedigree look tame. He now picks up his worn-down opponent, setting up for a suplex, picks him up and drops him down. Tight pinfall, very tight pinfall.
He kept hold of the leg. This is one of the many things that makes Kenta Kobashi so good. And one of the reasons why he held on to that GHC title for 2 years.
Well, looks like we might be seeing our first. Looks like we might be seeing our first double team, or our first top rope maneuver of the match, and that is nice. Modified device right there. Tight pinfall, the kick out.
It was a suplex. Now another thing that Kenta Kobashi likes to use, a suplex into a powerbomb combination called the Orange Crush. He used a suplex and it was met with a crossbody from Shiozaki. Gets a great near fall. Great tag team wrestling we're seeing there. High knee into the corner. Great power there from Shiozaki.
Oh, it looks like the young gun here is going to go to the second rope. Beautiful knee drop. My goodness, even Doug Williams must be proud of that.
Absolutely.
Of course, Doug Williams famed for his top rope knee drop.
And a bomb scare knee drop.
Bomb scare knee drop, one of my favourite moves of all time.
Won many a match indeed. And once again, look at this. Shiozaki backs Akiyama into his own corner.
Just
he ran it out.
He did not like that.
No, that's driven Akiyama, but again the numbers getting touched up, and now some chops of Shiozaki's own onto Akiyama, and tags in the former GHC heavyweight champion and the former tag team partner of Akiyama.
Oh, that was the best one yet. That was the best one yet. And now he brings him into the corner to penalise him with even more chops. One there. brings him out of the corner, brings him hard, follows through, but a boot to the face. Second rope, knee lift, beautiful done.
And he makes the tag. Here comes Doug. Doug is fresh, and here comes a series of knees from Doug. Oh, that is vicious. Knee lift on Kenta Kobashi. Headbutt to the stomach of Shiozaki. Series of knees, and there's another one. Doug is a house of fire.
We're seeing more of Doug's Japanese influences in this match, obviously. I mean, usually wouldn't have seen those kind of moves, but Doug Williams now with the European uppercut, taking it to the legend.
Well, that may have been Japanese-esque, if you say so, but that was a European uppercut that must have made you proud to be British.
Oh, it did make me proud to be European, let alone British. Doug Williams with a running knee, and now, I mean, what would it mean to Doug Williams to pin Kenta Kobashi in the Coventry Skydome?
Here comes those chops again to the side of the head, and oh my goodness, that was the point of the bone on the outside of the forearm there,
and now Doug Williams is going to take those chops. Come on, Doug, tag in your tag partner, let him do take.
Well, you wonder how much Akiyama was in there for a long time, and Akiyama's actually on the outside, still gaining his breath. He's not even up on the apron yet, and Shiozaki's just stomping away on Doug. He's trying to wear him down and get him back into the corner, scoops him up. Nice scoop slam there.
Problem is, those chops are so vicious. I don't know when Doug Williams' tights begins and where they end. They're practically the same colour.
Goes Shiozaki. His impression as well. He was making the colour there, and he hooked the leg, and it was a tight.
He looks like he's going for a surfboard.
Oh, Doug was trying to counter by rolling his head down, but he just had the grips on the arms, had the grips on the knees, and
no.
Nick, can you believe this now? I'm not quite sure they're setting up here. Nick.
Oh, if that doesn't collapse your windpipe, what will?
Goes for the cover there after that. Oh, gets the shoulder up. Great series of double team moves there. Tag team wrestling is something that's been rich in Japanese wrestling history, and unlike in a lot of places in the rest of the world, it has not died out there.
Oh, look at that! Doug Williams with a trademark submission hold. And if I know Doug,
he's back
into the corner he goes.
He's going to give himself some time to regain his breath, and a drop kick there, and he makes the tag to Akiyama, who's had an opportunity to regain his breath, and he pulls Shiozaki out. And he's sending. Whoa.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay.
He is one unhappy Japanese dude right now.
Yeah. This is. You don't see this a great deal in Japan. Oh my goodness!
DDT on the outside.
Oh my goodness! Look at that floor. There's no mats out there. That is solid concrete.
That is absolutely solid.
And that's Kenta Kobashi. I never thought I'd see the day where a point like this, when we bring a pro wrestling match to the Coventry Skydome, that would turn into a brawl.
I was going to say, he is unhappy because he was abused in that ring, and he is unhappy that he was a victim of such abuse.
You're right. They lost their temper, and they were being outclassed in the ring, basically. Shiozaki and Kenta Kobashi have been in control for the majority of this match. Akiyama and Williams have now taken it to the crowd, and now they are firmly in control. I still can't get over that DDT from Akiyama to Shiozaki. I find it amazing.
After taking that half Nelson suplex, I think he doesn't care.
That's a very good point, actually. It's amazing that Shiozaki's even conscious. Now we're back in the ring now, and Kenta Kobashi's not even around, so Shiozaki can't make a tag. They've taken out one half of the tag team, and their opponents now. High knee gets a 2 count. The fans,
they're getting behind Kobashi.
Yeah, they want to see Kobashi back at ringside.
The ring, because at the moment it's just this one young kid, and here's Kobashi. He's slowly making his way back.
Look at his face.
He's not happy, is he?
No.
Doug Williams, high knee.
Both Akiyama and Williams are well known for their knees, as we've already seen. The two consecutive knee.
Oh, bomb scare!
How long that's going to crush your throat. There's going to be a 1, do, and Kenta Kobashi makes it.
Doug had it there.
Yeah.
Doug has used that move to win British heavyweight championships in the past.
Kobashi made it back to the ring just in the nick of time to save Akiyama from what was no doubt in my mind going to be the 3 count and a victory for save Shiozaki for the... Wait a minute, 2 count there.
3 consecutive knees did not get the job done. Doug Williams going, what have I got to do?
And look at the position that Doug Williams and Akiyama have Shiozaki straight back in their corner.
Well, absolutely. You don't want Kobashi back in there. Kobashi's going to bring those chops again. I mean, seriously, I'm beginning to feel that. Hard shot right there.
Yeah, and he looked at Kenta Kobashi when he did it as well. Look at that.
I think he's saying, I'm sorry for using your chops, or maybe, haha, I'm now penalising your tag team partner.
Yeah, and a guy who's still new to the wrestling industry, and much like, as I pointed out, Akiyama had his first match against Kobashi, and no doubt Kobashi probably abused Akiyama in that match. Akiyama is now doing that to Kobashi's tag team partner.
So is this a case of roughing up the new kid?
Basically. It's a case of revenge almost for Akiyama as well, if you want to look deeper into it. Within the context of a sporting contest, which up until it went outside, this was a fantastic sporting contest.
Take that, abdominal strength.
Look at the position again. And now half of the ring. Kobashi, who Akiyama knocked down earlier, took him out. Is only just now getting back onto the apron, and these fans get it behind Shiozaki now that they want to see Kenta Kobashi. Wait a minute, Kenta Kobashi's now. Wait a minute.
Oh, how is the referee allowing this?
Kenta Kobashi's bigger than him. Okay. I think that's it.
Well, Steve Linsky's hard. Anyway, I mean, seriously, Doug Williams had that abdominal stretch. Seriously.
And Kenta Kobashi decided to break it. Which really, if he felt that it was in a car, wait a minute.
No, pile driver.
Wait a minute, no, this is the stolen pile driver.
All the blood rushing to his head.
Oh, he spiked him with it.
He absolutely drilled him.
Hey, look at that, look how he rolls the leg over the head, and that's it.
Well, I'm impressed he kicked out of that.
I think it was just, like instinct there. I don't even know if he's... really willing to kick out of it.
It does look like his conscience might be on vacation right now.
He was dropped on his head on the outside.
Oh, now that's an abdominal stretch.
Oh, my goodness, look, he's doing this. Oh, my goodness.
You don't see anything like that in Loughborough. That is tight.
That is unbelievable. I've never seen an abdominal stretch quite like that. And look at the thighs and the quads.
Watch him squeal.
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
This is...
And all Kobashi can do is stand back and watch as this kid get broken in half.
Welcome Shiozaki to Pro Wrestling Noah, and welcome to Universal Uproar. It gets to a 2 count there. That was just vicious.
How can you kick out when your legs are almost broken with that kind of a
that was kind of what I've never seen anything quite like that. Now he's being forced to run because of the momentum that Doug was whipping him off the ropes into.
Doug Williams there keeping his eye on Kobashi. He doesn't trust Kobashi, and I don't blame him after seeing this match. Big body slam coming up, folks.
Yeah, he made him think about it too, and he followed it up with the elbow there. Great wrestling from the UK's own Anarchist.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not sure which is the British guy, it's the guy with the British flag on his trunks, just so you're aware of this. And that's Doug the Anarchist Williams.
And Akiyama now trying to show he's still in this contest. He's been dominated a lot recently, but he's still got some fight in him.
This is what I love about Doug. One European uppercut, he's back in control.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think there's a guy in England today who hits a better European uppercut.
And now Akiyama's around 250 pounds. And
big lad.
Yeah, and Go Shiozaki is around 180.
Oh, to 200. He's picking up, he's setting up a suplex here. He's got him set up, but wait, whoa, he's fighting out of it. Come on, he's blocking it. How did he get that guy up 250 to 60 pounds, you say?
Yeah, I just consulted my notes. Shiozaki is 200 pounds, and after the punishment he has taken there, he was trying to make the tag to Kobashi, who spent a lot of this time on the outside of the ring. Akiyama made a great move there. He managed to desperation cut him off. Well, drop kick from the second rope again, and now maybe this time he can make the tag to the fresh Kenta Kobashi. Here he comes, and
well, Kobashi is not happy. He's going straight to those chops.
Wait a minute. Oh my.
What is he doing there? That must be triple figures at least. And all his opponent can do is just tense up and take it. How many is he going for? Oh, thank you. No, don't get out of there. Is this some sort of weird initiation going on right here?
Look at that look.
Look at the sweat fly off the chest.
Look at the look on Doug Williams' face.
Good grief.
I think he was chopping. Oh my God.
Please stop. You can see the look on their face. He is begging for mercy. And now Dutt to the outside. Back reverse chop. One to Dutt on the apron.
Oh my God. Oh, you know he's setting up for one now. Oh.
Double chop.
Straight to the neck. Oh my goodness. And he drops all that weight on that chop into the corner.
Well, it's not a shooting star press, but he'll do the job.
Now he's going for that half Nelson suplex. We saw another chop. Oh, blocked. Exploder!
And he literally snapped.
Kabashi's a lariat! That's going to be it.
Waiting to that all evening. How did he get up from the exploder and hit that lariat?
No, here come the chops again, and Williams fires back.
Come on, Dutt.
He doesn't want to be in a position where he takes those chops again. He does that one. High knee. Williams. This is to the crowd.
Dutt wants the tag.
Dutt wants the tag. He wants to be in this match. He knows he's fresh with the two now. He's got that adrenaline going, and the crowd are chanting, "This is awesome."
He needs
Nick
to
London, it indeed is. Oh, Shiozaki just flying forearm and RIP and uppercuts.
My money's on Dutt. My money's on Dutt right here.
Wait a minute. Blocked. Backslide. No. Forearm blocked. Forearms to Doug's zone.
There's so much offense going on here.
This is Japanese strong style mixed with British, unbelievable British quality wrestling here. And what a match.
Absolutely. And now the young lion climbing to the top right. Dutt not sure where he is.
Shiozaki hits the drop kick and covers 1, 2, and 3.
Doug Williams with an authoritative kick out, but only just.
Split second now, this match. Here comes that fisherman suplex I was telling you about earlier.
Block it, Doug. Block it.
Doug knows he can't get hit with that. And he's going for it again, trying to soften him up with those forearms.
No way, I've seen Doug hit fisherman suplexes better than any Japanese competitor, surely.
Oh my goodness, look at that. And bounces off the ropes again and all.
Oh, takes the frost kick. Oh, he's got to take it this time.
He got it. Fisherman buster.
Absolutely devastating.
He hooks the leg.
Pinfall, kick out.
You've got to believe that split second he wasn't able to hook the leg with it. Was what was able to give Doug enough to kick out. And now he's going for the German suplex. Another one of Shiozaki's
reverses.
Or maybe he'll try and hit the chaos theory from here. Elbow shots. Oh,
takes the knee, takes the wheel out.
Oh my goodness, knockout shots. And here comes those chops again. Wait a minute.
No!
Half Nelson on the back of his head. That could break his neck. Exploder.
Beautifully executed.
German suplex right on the side of his neck and his shoulder, and all four men are down. Nick London, what a match!
We just saw the half Nelson. We then saw the exploder. We saw the German suplex. Everyone is dead in the middle of that ring here at Universal Uproar.
And 2,500 people brought to their feet. And in unison, clapping in appreciation for the action we are seeing here in Coventry.
Doug's digging deep. Doug's up on his feet.
Doug's up first. Shiozaki's up in the other corner. Who's going to make the first move? It's Shiozaki with that running forearm. Now he's going to hit the German suplex. He got it.
It's time. He must have it fully.
Akiyama with the save.
Doug Williams was saved by a whisker right
Kenta
there.
Kobashi pulls Akiyama out. He sees that Shiozaki has the offense. He has the momentum in his favor. It's the moonsault press.
He got the kill. 1, 2, 3. No! Doug Williams with all his British pride has kicked out.
Kenta Kenta Kobashi holding Akiyama in the corner. He couldn't make the save. Doug, with everything in him, had to do that himself. Kobashi, now it's Akiyama with his chops.
By the way, he's just exposed the knee. How risky is that?
He was going for that knee from the top, and now, wait a minute, Akiyama holds on to that leg.
Butterfly suplex from the top.
Doug makes the most of that momentary distraction there. Now the tide has changed, whereas earlier Kobashi had Akiyama. Now Akiyama has Kobashi and is stopping him from making the save.
I honestly thought Doug the Anarchist Williams had it right there with that top rope butterfly suplex.
And Doug now is signaling
Chaos Theory.
No,
wait, he's fighting it. He goes through.
1, 2. Oh my goodness, that was so close. The victory roll, he ducks the clothesline. Wait a minute, we know what Doug's trying to set for. Into the corner. The side suplex coming up. No, Shiozaki from behind.
It's getting quick. Chaos Theory. Chaos Theory.
It's the
Chaos Theory.
He gets it. 2, 3. Oh,
The Anarchist Williams, for all his fellow British men in the audience tonight, used the Chaos Theory German suplex and took the victory.
oh my goodness, Nick London. What a match we have just witnessed. And it was our own son, Doug the Anarchist Williams, Britain's own, that takes the victory for he and Akiyama by pinning Go Shiozaki with an unbelievable Chaos Theory. The way he picked him up, it was an Everest star. He held him up there and dropped him when he got him to the right height. Unbelievable momentum. Doug, you made us proud, and actually all 4 of these men made us proud to be wrestling fans. Nick London, what a match.
Absolutely, and obviously Doug Williams sent a message to Kenta Kobashi. If you're going to bring the chops, I'll bring the applesauce and eat it for breakfast. Ladies and gentlemen, what an awesome contest that was. I might just watch more Japanese wrestling just off the back of that.
Hell, I'm up for rewinding this match and watching it again. What a match. And you see that the chops that were given from Kenta Kobashi to Akiyama and Doug, and for Doug to then come back and but look at this, look at the way they're looking at Shiozaki. Shiozaki really done himself proud, and all 3 men looking at him, and he has earned some respect.
Hey, it took the Chaos Theory German suplex to finally put that difficult little out of the way. Absolutely.
And look at this. You've got to show respect from Akiyama. This is a big thing in Japan for those two to shake hands. What a match. What a match. We see the fans from Japan have actually travelled across to here in Coventry to see this. Look at this. Kenta Kobashi raising the arm of Shiozaki, and I can't blame him. What an impressive performance from that young man. Akiyama and Williams making our way back to the ring, successful. And there's Kenta Kobashi in his European wrestling debut, his British wrestling debut, bowing to the crowd. We can only bow back to him for being such a tremendous fighter. What a match. And look at it, he stands in the ring. He made it a 1, but look at the appreciation from this crowd.
Absolutely. You don't have to win a match to sometimes win the day. Ladies and gentlemen, awesome contest. Dan Reed, surely you enjoy it and I enjoy it. Phenomenal contest. There's just nothing else I can really say about it.
This is going to go back to Japan, and the people the people there are going to watch it, and they're going to love this match just as much as we did. And I just hope, Nick London, that we get to see these 4 guys go at it again. You know what? I'm going to travel over to the Bubblegum Hall, and I think I'll watch this match myself again. Actually,
does that mean our voices are going to go over to Japan as well? Does this mean I get to irritate a whole new continent?
Yes, it does.
Wonderful! I've just achieved my next to-do on the list.
This, ladies and gentlemen, what a match we just saw here. What a way to finish it off. What a main event. Nick London.
Absolutely fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and good night from me.
And we will see you next time.
being in England, it's a totally different atmosphere. I mean, in America, it's a difference in fans. I mean, whenever you come to England, these fans, they're just all about wrestling. They want to see good wrestling entertainment.
I'd say I love watching referees get hurt. Absolutely fantastic. Yourself?
I love watching men fight.
Guys, what do you think of the show? What do you think of the show?
Awesome, man.